episode 3 of Sunni Small Talk. Let's go! Well, we made it to 3, bro.
We got a trilogy going.
We got a trilogy, man. Let's see if we can go Return of the King mode, and you know, as if it's the last one,
and not Thor: Love and Thunder. Let's not.
That's the 4th one, though.
Yeah. Well, if we get to.
Oh, you're saying like.
Oh, I thought that's I thought we just
you
like.
You thought.
I don't think.
Carry on. You know, like Thor.
Oh, I thought.
Yeah. You got it.
Let's like not. Let's get to the 4th one and have it not.
Have it not be a piece of shit.
Yeah,
I'm with you. I would like that too.
Yeah.
What's a good 4th one? Is there a good 4th? Harry Potter 4 is pretty good. I'd say that's one.
My
of
mind went to
stronger
Matrix
ones.
for some reason, but that
I
was
fucked
great.
with the Matrix 4.
Really?
With time, I liked it
This
more.
is only you and Carsten Runquest.
Oh yeah. No, me and my friend Joe as well, who I saw it
That's
with.
3 people.
We got 3. Is that it? No one else fucks with it? No one? 0 people?
But there's a 5th one coming, so.
Really? I didn't know that. Is it
It's been written.
Keanu again?
I
Wachowski's?
assume so. Yeah. No, it's not Wachowski.
Not Wachowski's.
Different,
Okay.
Different.
Yeah, I at the time I was like that was awful, but with time looking back, I'm like, you know what, that was kind of fresh. That was pretty wacky, man.
Yeah.
It was nuts. I enjoyed that. So
Big episode today.
big episode, yeah. Well, you were saying earlier it's gonna be a small one.
Yeah, I
Before
think.
we recorded, that's what you said.
But this one's
Yeah.
kind of straight to the point. You know, I think.
Oh, the album. Yeah, we're talking about underscores today. Yeah, it's a lean 9, tidy 9 tracks. It's a pop album. I guess it's kind of not really designed to be as like, you know, examined in the same way maybe like a Mountain is.
Or a wall socket, even.
Or Wall Socket for sure. Did you listen to Wall Socket?
No.
Or Fishmonger? You
No,
don't
but
hear
I
it,
low-key think that's like. I'm sure there's people out there that are like, I wish I could hear it for the first time.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I'll jingle that over some people.
Sure thing, yeah.
This, but
I remember because we saw Danny Brown recently. You called yourself a LARPer.
LARPer.
Yeah, using...
For Danny Brown.
or I used it in the context of
underscores, yeah.
underscores too. Because you hadn't heard Fishmonger and
Yeah.
Wall Socket.
But
Yeah. I mean, I think they're very good. I'm much more of a Fishmonger person than a Wall Socket
Well, it
person.
sounds more indie rock.
Yeah,
kind of.
yeah. Well, Wall Socket or Fishmonger?
Fishmonger.
Yeah, well, actually, I would say Wall Socket is has more like kind of analog instruments and stuff, more guitar work. Yeah, Fishmonger is a lot catchier. It's more kind of what I'm looking for underscores. Like, I really like some of the lyrics on Wall Socket, but the music doesn't really appeal to me as much. But maybe you'd like it more though, because I know you're more interested in like wider concept stories and stuff. And there's characters in a town called Wall Socket. It's like a whole thing, and I really like how she used those characters to get a lot off of her chest, you know? That was really moving to me, but yeah. The first 4 are pretty good, and then after that, I really struggle. Whereas Fishmonger Front to Back is a great album, I think.
Yes.
I feel like this is going to be a pretty significant album in the underscores pantheon, you know?
It feels like the kind of approach is a lot more like just going all out trying to hit everyone with the sound.
Absolutely. Like unignorable.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what U stands for. Well, U stands for underscores.
It's a self-titled album.
Yeah, and it took me
approach.
way too long to kind of clock that it's you is like it's me, it's underscores. That's kind of I thought it was obviously just taking it very literally, but it's a double meaning though in my mind because this album's a lot about like relationships.
Yeah,
it's largely the you is like a person, like a an interest.
Yeah,
but yeah, underscores has turned kind of a bit of a new leaf. I want to say as far as like feature placements with the Aries track and the Danny stuff.
Yeah,
the music's a lot punchier.
And she opened off 25 with Pop Life, and that was I think that kind of was the beginning to like
there you go
this new era. The 25, 26.
Absolutely.
Kind
like
of
when music came out, it was I was like, dude. I mean, I've always heard this sort of punchiness in like Fishmonger particularly, and some of the tracks on Wall Socket. But yeah, it was like we're going all the way into that.
It's immediate,
like very immediate, you know. So yeah. I actually assumed that was going to be like a one-off single when it came out. I thought that's what it was. I didn't realize it was like a part of an album thing because it was a pretty long rollout, all things considered. That was like a year or so ago.
Yeah.
Now. So I kind of dismissed it. It was like, okay, that was fun. That was a nice little music video single, you know, one for the live show or something. But then Do It happened. I was like, oh shit, okay, this is going to be a thing. And here we have it. I know you were very excited for this.
Oh yeah, I'm like so chill right now, but like once I get going, I'm like calm and composed. But like, all right, guys, this was my most anticipated album.
Really? Yeah, number one.
Wow. Going into this year.
From the beginning of the year.
Pretty much, yeah. Well, towards pretty much the back end of the year. So yes, I don't have anticipated albums often.
Sure, I hear that.
But I say like my last one like that I was like fully like every part of the rollout. Probably Vanisher.
Vanisher.
But I was really excited for Stardust, especially with Copycats being one of the lead singles.
Yeah, great tune, man.
From that kind of point, I was like a lot more tapped in, because I remember when the Starburst tracklist got announced in like September. Stardust.
I've been doing that, like, because Stardust. That's just
single,
throwing me too.
Yeah, literally when I'm typing for the song, I'm just like,
I've done that too. I've mixed it up.
But yeah, with Stardust, it was the track list that was kind of like leaked on distributors and platforms, and seeing people be like, this is like every chronically white kid's favorite, roster.
You got Jane Remover, the whole squad.
Literally. So I was like, okay, this is like, these are names that I'll like start paying attention to.
It does feel like Underscores everything she has touched in the last year, whether it be the features, the production placements, the Aries track. It's like, oh my god, her ear for pop melodies and just ear candy is just seriously like crazy good.
Incredible.
So to hear her just execute on that for a whole album and just give us a project where that is the focus, definitely an exciting prospect. So let's see how we found it. These are our scores for Underscores. I'm gonna count down.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
8.
Beautiful. First time we've both loved a thing.
Yeah. I was actually, there was like a bit of a toss up. I was gonna say 9.
Really? Yeah, closer to 9 than 7.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
This is a really strong 8. Like,
I feel like it could grow. I feel like it really could. It's like it's one I always get excited to run through. Every time I finish it, I'm like, run it back again, and it's an exciting thing.
On the can we talk about the first listen? Like, what
was, for sure.
For me, I stayed up to listen to it.
Oh, really? Until like 3, 4 a.m.
Yeah, pretty much like 5, 4 a.m.
And the next morning I got a message from you saying I could cry. I remember you said that. I was very tired at the time. I was like, I wasn't sure if I was dreaming the message.
Because I didn't. Yeah, very Lynchian. Just I could cry.
What else going on?
Full stop. Yeah, no. But you knew, like, you know what it was.
Yeah, it took me, because I was tired. I didn't know at first. It took me a second. I was like, good for you, mate.
Good for you, man.
So could I guess.
Yeah.
So I was like, what's he talking about? But then a few hours later, I was like, oh, he's on about this.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't want to say too much because obviously we're going to save it for this, but that first listen was so good. I was like, I was coming from it. I was like, this is a 10.
Yeah,
I was
really.
like, I loved every single track.
I could see this being many people's like this. I could see You by Underscores being like a breakthrough, like gateway album for some people, because this approach to pop is really uniquely like just the zaniness and the sound effects, like the decisions that are being made feel so almost auteur-like in that only Underscores would think to do them, like for example, off the top of my head on Innuendo, there's like a little sound in there.
Yes,
you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. And when I hear that, I'm like, it works so good, but so many people would probably hear that they wouldn't think to put it in this context. But Underscores does. So it's just certain things like that feel like very trademark Underscores in a way that only she could do. So I can see it being someone's like, wow, you can make music like this. I never heard it done like this before.
Yeah.
And given how well executed it is, like I feel like she went 9 for 9, bro. I didn't have a single song I didn't enjoy. What was your favorite song, if you had to pick a favorite
song? Well, I think we should do this where it's like take out the singles, because I feel like
would it be one of the singles if you did include them though, do you think, or do you reckon
I think,
or is it too early to tell?
I mean, I think it's more of just like I think the singles, people have been saying that the singles are a lot of people have been saying the singles are the best tracks.
Yeah,
even people that don't
I've heard that too, and I feel like I get why you want to separate them, because it's like,
because also we've spent more time
with them. Yeah, so it's easy to say that when it's just come out.
So I think if we tackle it from taking out the singles, what would be your favourite track? Wait, can I predict?
Okay.
Because I feel like, just based on your taste, is it Innuendo?
It's not.
Oh, okay.
That's second.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So what's yours?
For me, Love Fields.
Oh, really? Okay. I would go Hollywood Forever. That's my favourite, yeah.
Nice.
I really like that one, yeah. And
cool.
you claimed that one, bro.
Yeah, I did claim that one. Well, I was glad that it was as good as it was. What do you think about Body Feeling then?
The one I claimed. Yeah, when we saw Danny Brown, we were looking at the track list and like, let's claim a song. Let's like predict which one's going to be like our favourite or something. Yeah. And you went with Hollywood Forever. I went Body Feeling. I really like Body Feeling, man. That's probably my favourite moment on the whole album, when the guitars kick in. It's so fucking euphoric and climactic, you know. I feel like if I had to pick a least favorite, it's like a tricky one. I really love them all,
I think
you know?
I have a clear one.
Oh, really? Is it the piece?
Yeah.
It might be. I really like the piece.
I still
as well,
liked it.
Yeah,
but,
same. I think it's really good.
But
yeah.
I think it's just, I think compared to everything else, it just is the most kind of less interesting, if that, for lack of a better phrase. Just because it goes in one straight line, you know, and it builds a little, but...
I did like the lyrical thing about the cigarettes.
Piece being the cigarettes.
Yeah, that was nice. Just some nice little like kind of lyrical nuggets if you look into it. And Love Field as well actually was one I thought was pretty interesting.
Love Field is one that I feel like will probably end up being one of the more underrated ones. I think it's
not as immediate as the other ones.
It's 100% being appreciated by the right people, and that's when I know I've chosen a really it's gonna age well, bro. This take's gonna age well, bro. 100%. Because I felt that way in the Fall Off, the second half. What was it? Whether it was the double track, and then the second half of that.
Oh, sure, the final track of this one.
Yes, can I put up?
You can.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm feeling nice today. Sure.
No, you should know all this stuff off by heart.
You don't remember everything about the Fallout?
All
24 tracks.
Hit the gas.
Hit the gas. Yeah.
That ended up having a little moment on Twitter and people taking that clip and like putting it in the context of like
really
John Hamm dancing that whole meme, and also just other people dancing. That was kind of a little. It's like a little cult moment. So,
got it. Yeah.
So
but you like
I think there's an equivalent here because I've been seeing people really like include parts of Love Field in like edits and memes and stuff, and it's like it's cool to know like people are also gravitating to the same things that I have from the album.
For sure.
So
Love Field was on first listen. I was like, okay, not sure about that one.
That's
because obviously when you're going to it, you know the singles are Do It and music. You're like, let's go. You know, but then
it was immediate for me. I was just like,
but no, it was as I continued hearing, I was like, I'm always happy when that one hits. I'm like, it's like a nice little kind of breather moment. I think for me at least. When I hear it coming off of Innuendo, I'm like, that one feels like I'm getting a bit more of like a closeness to
kind of bubbly.
Lovely stuff. You know, it's like a nice one where she kind of tones down the maximalism and really focuses on like just the emotive impact of each element. You know,
when it progresses, man.
Yeah, it's lovely.
God.
It's a lovely journey. You know, Love Field's really good. I think that's one that will with time be looked at as a.
What was your favorite? Again?
Right, my favourite is Hollywood Forever.
Hollywood Forever. Yeah. Okay.
On first listen, Innuendo was like the one. I was like, I was like,
this is your thing. Like, it's the kind of
yeah. No, musically that one was like, it was like, I can't wait to run that one back.
100%.
You know, but as I kept running it back, Hollywood Forever, man, I love the last like minute or so, and to me, the lyrics talking about like, don't you want to come with me to Hollywood? Like, just don't bury me in it forever. Like, I want to be here, but not forever. This is like a very soulless, crushing thing. The attention, and it feels like she's like the drop keeps like there's always like another drop after when you think it's the end, and it's like she's staying in this Hollywood fame thing, and it's like she can't escape from it. And then as it fizzles out, it sort of feels like she's kind of like in this bittersweet middle ground where she has this weird relationship with fame, and it kind of felt like she bottled those emotions so well into that song, but also made it just such a satisfying song to hear, like the catchiness, like the that part with the bass line changes. Oh man, on the first listen when that happened I was like, dude, she's the album's gonna be so good.
I felt it was the most familiar for me, like
really,
the most familiar sounding. I think in terms of like things that I might have heard before, I wouldn't be able to pinpoint like citation, bring up the this reminds me of this reminds me of that, but I feel like I could hear it being a very accessible song, especially with the way it kind of breaks down at the very end. Yeah,
the drop at the end, like kind of deep house kind of thing.
Yeah, I could definitely see it being that kind of like hype.
For
kind
sure,
of mid-2010s.
that'd be fun live, you know. I guess like for me, like I heard that too. What you're saying, I feel like maybe for me, it just thematically with the lyrics, it just works.
It's a bad thing to have it be. Off a first listen, I was like, I was just more so glad that it wasn't, because it always like when you claim a song, you're like, I really hope this is good.
I'm gonna pick the shit one.
So I think I was definitely rocking with how it was progressing. It was the longest track on the album as well.
That makes sense. Yeah, like I get what you mean. Like as far as sound design wise, it's probably one of the least inventive ones. As far as just like all the strange sound design and stuff like that. Really well made. Just showing the underscores can play in that more accessible field and make a great song. Yeah. But for me, I think with the lyrics being about like the party life in Hollywood, I think it made sense for it to be that way, you know. So and it just I thought it was a nice like commentary and reaction to just sort of existing in that space, because I feel like underscores right now is probably at the peak of her popularity, I would say, even though she's not like huge or anything, but I don't think she's ever been this like recognized or known. I feel like I see her name more, I see edits more, stuff like that. So I think she's understanding that, and this is sort of her maybe battling with it a little bit. So that song really, as I kept hearing it, really like just spoke to me in that way. And Body Feeling though, the one I claimed, was a cool tone.
I'm trying to remember what it reminds me of, because I mean, like, it's the sound, like the groove, like the.
It made me think of the album Dedicated by Carly Rae Jepsen.
Okay.
Because a lot of her songs have that kind of like spotlights on her, that kind of showmanship. That's what it made me think of, like the way the hook came in, and the way she pronounces body feels like very like I'm owning the moment right now, you know, like a performance kind of way, but it's still very emotive at the same time about this like fighting off your gut feeling because you know it's not going to work.
At the end was so good.
Yeah, like she does like really like you do feel like everything she's trying to channel like spiritually, emotionally, even in the songs that might feel kind of vapid, like a music and stuff. It just feels like this explosive celebration, you know?
Vapid?
Like lyrically. Oh. You know, you might hear that, I'm saying at first glance.
Okay.
You might hear that and think, oh, it's like, I hear the music, hear the BPM, like, it's a fun song.
Yeah.
But when you dive into it, you can really feel like what she's feeling as like this kind of like, my relationship with music is so overwhelming, and there's actually so much to that, like how she's bottled that into the song, you know?
Yeah, I agree. Wait, so what was your least favourite track?
Yeah, probably would be The Peace, but just by process of elimination.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, Wish You Well was one that grew on me as well. That one,
that grew on me too.
Yeah.
At first I was like, this is too kind of... there was just the first part where it has the chorus and I think the instrumentation, like, it was kind of stocky. Like, I didn't feel it was right, considering the... No, I think the guitar was fine.
Yeah, I like the guitar.
Just the first breakdown, but like as the song concluded, I liked how it finished off.
Yeah. Nice.
Then what was it?
Did you?
I just felt emotionally, I think like to have that, but it grew on me. But I just think like because it opens up with the guitar, very sentiment, like very reflective, and then
something that you said about Hollywood Forever.
Yeah.
You said how you couldn't place like the citation, but it felt familiar.
Yeah.
Now that's something I thought about Wish You Well as well.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah, like particularly it was the melody in the chorus where she goes like, da, 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 da. That reminds me a lot of Copycats, like, wrong with me, like that. Da, 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 da. She does the same thing on Wish You Well. So that was a moment I was like, okay, she's kind of not recycling an idea necessarily, but maybe just remixing it or just pulling from a similar place. And structurally, I do kind of feel like I have an idea of the underscores template, like the build up and how the final drop feels.
Wasn't as addictive.
Yeah, I wish you will
forever. I wish you will. Like it's memorable, but I think it's not as like just immediate as something I could do it. You know.
I feel you. Yeah. And you went.
So do you want to go through like track by track and talk about it? Because I mean, I haven't written as nearly as much as say like.
Yeah.
I've written more than I had for the Scythe, less than the Mountain.
Somewhere in the middle.
So in the middle. Yeah. Tell Me You Want It.
A
great
fucking
album.
Great song, dude.
I-O-U, and then the.
Her albums seem to have like some kind of vocal tag refrain thing, and in this case it's I-O-U.
Yeah.
On Woolsocket it was this good luck, like pops up quite often, and then on Fishmonger it was a new wave of the future. There's like a little voice that's doing a little motif or thing mantra that just seems to
define
ripple,
the album,
you know. So that's like maybe just like I'm not sure exactly what to derive from it on a deep level, but maybe it's just sort of like I don't know, just encapsulating the spirit of the music in a way or something. But it's nice. I think it's really cute. It's something that feels very uniquely underscored.
The U feels really like memorable. I think like she'll open up with "It's you" or I-O-U, and then obviously, like you said, how the U could be like you, the person, or you underscores self-titled. But
or the headphones. That's what I thought at first. When I first saw it, I was like, oh, it's the headphones.
It's cool. It's kind of like a flip of the Woolsocket cover.
Yeah, I thought that too, bro. I forgot to mention that. Yeah, no, I did clock that, because the Woolsocket's a horseshoe.
So it's like a nice move. Like it's like a new era, but it's familiar.
Exactly. It's still the same underscores, but just here's a new kind of... Yeah. Have you been listening to... what the consensus is among underscores like super fans? Like, because there are some people that really, really get into like the concepts and stuff. Like, how are they taking you?
I think like there'll be a big. I think a lot of people have so much attachment to Woolsocket, so I feel like they won't place it above it. 100%.
Right, because the rating on. I was just looking through Rate Your Music, and the rating is very, very strong at the moment. I think
same with Album of the Year. It's 85.
Oh, nice. Yeah, no, it's on like 3.9 or something last I checked. So, but I did see on the comments area, which is always a scary place to visit on Rate Your Music. But a lot of them were saying, oh, this is really dumbed down. They were saying, like, maybe people who really love Woolsocket, and they were saying this is dumbed down. And I don't really see it as dumbed down at all. I mean, I guess that it's like... It's
different,
I feel like it's very intentional and cleverly made. I feel like dumbed down is unfair. But I get what they're trying to say. They maybe miss, like, the sort of huge sprawling songs that have like characters and blah blah, and they're seeing this, and it's like a bit more simple, easy to digest, and it's like, oh, it's streamlined. But I feel like the intentionality and like the sound design, the layers that are happening, I would not call this dumb.
I don't think arrangement wise it's very one note and basic. It's super. I think that there's like a. This is gonna be the clip. I think that there's.
This is the short. This is the short.
Yeah, this is it. We're in it.
We're gonna make it. Let's go.
I think that there's a trend at the moment with like a lot of pop artists. Like you have Pink Pantheress with her 8 tracks. It was really consistent. But she talked about how she spent so long on those 8 or 9 tracks, and making sure that she put absolutely everything into them. And then if we just like open it up even more, like a lot of artists are doing like the 10-track stuff. Yeah. So you got Virgin did like 10 or 11. Yeah. And then Billie Eilish's 10 tracks. And,
okay.
Point being, I think like the 9-track originally, I was like going into it thinking, oh, it's it's quite sparse, 9 tracks.
Yeah.
But she packed so much into those 9 tracks, and
so
that's going to lead to so much replay value. This is such a replayable album. With so many bangers.
Like it's one of those albums I'm gonna scroll and I'm gonna see them and be like, why would I not hit play?
This is perfect to have it on CD or on on vinyl. Put it on and you wouldn't complain about any track. Right. Even something like The Piece, which obviously we have that we'd say
I still really enjoy that song,
still like in the context of just the full listen, it's
feels a bit more
brief.
It feels more like an interlude because it hasn't got like the snappy like hard drums or anything. It's mostly just that vocal loop, and then obviously underscores
kind of
some
increasing
strings
it a little
bit. No, it's like not as like that's not the one that you're gonna chuck on the aux and party to. But that's not trying to be that. It's a nice moment on the album for me.
But I think like.
If I'm looking at individually each song, that would be the one I get the least out of.
On a first listen, to say something like what's the Pink Pantheress called?
Fancy That?
Fancy That.
Yeah.
So on a first listen of Fancy That, I was thinking kind of like how I was going into this one, where it was just like, it's cute, it's it's whatever. But then you find out like, oh my gosh, like these tracks, they put so much into them, so you'll come back to them later and be like, this is a really contagious track list. And if people give it an 8 or 9 or even a 10, like I completely get that because but I did.
There's so little room for error.
That initial listen for a lot of people, I was seeing a lot of people saying like, I wish there was like an extra, 3 tracks or something.
Of course, that's a fair response.
Because by the end you get, the ride is over.
Want more,
it's
like,
I guess
it makes sense.
It feels like a theme park ride in a way, where it's like. You can just go right back on it. You don't necessarily have to clamour for.
Fire, bro.
You know what I mean?
That's got bars, bro. That's good. Yeah. I like that.
It's a theme park, right?
Yeah. So do you feel like the point you were making was like you're seeing more of a trend in pop music to make it more focused?
Yeah, short, 20 to 35 minutes.
Yeah, because I remember Fancy That was kind of billed as like a mixtape or maybe an EP or something. I remember when she was releasing it, I think that's what she called it, rather than like album number 2 off of Heaven Knows. Yeah. But I do feel like Fancy That is proving to be like one of her most defining projects.
Yeah, 100%.
She's currently huge. Like 100%. Illegal, like was everywhere. And
then we're seeing as well, and this is what I want to say. I predict. If Underscores is following her peers, which up to this point, we have a lot of inspiration from someone like Imogen Heap and other pop girlies in the space.
Sure. Carly Rae.
Yeah, exactly. So I think she's definitely going to look around at her contemporaries, and I predict a remix album will come out.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, I think there's been a few remixes. I think there was a Nina Geraci thing,
Nina
for something,
one, and then there was one for Do It. So I think Charlie did a remix album. Pink Pantheress also did a remix album for Fancy That, which. I mean, it has done really well. Both of them have done really well. So I think it only makes sense, especially to just extend the life of these songs. Like for people that felt like, 9 tracks as well, but it's going to double, with these remix albums. I guess the conversation would be who would be apt for remixes, like who would feel right for this. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like who's going to fit on there? I mean, there'll probably be a lot of like. Garcia Jane Remover.
I was thinking, I think it was on the piece. Like, there was a moment in the song where I thought she sounded a bit like Jane Remover.
Pink Pantheress would be really cool.
Fucking great.
On music, someone said.
Oh mate,
Frost Children, Slayer, Lady.
Slayer, as in the Rage of the band.
Yes,
the death metal band.
Jane Remover, obviously. How do you say OK Lou?
OK Lou, yeah.
OK
you got it right, yeah. OK Lou.
There you go.
Yeah, they've worked together before, so. Underscores is featured on OK Lou's album.
Violet Pony.
Violet Pony! Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that'd be great.
Lucy Bedrock. That
sure,
feels
I need
right.
to tap into Lucia, bro. Yeah, I've not actually heard.
And then
stuff.
someone said Magdalena Bay. That would be.
Yeah, that yeah,
would be
perfect.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
The layup.
No, I agree.
Guys, he hates.
No, I hate Magdalena Bay. I'm never like seeking out Magdalena Bay. I'm not like a fan of Magdalena Bay. But I don't hate Magdalena Bay. I've seen them live.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that would be good. That makes total sense.
Yeah.
Like, that collab would probably.
We already have one, obviously, that I think is pretty much I think what's her name? She worked on the Do It remix.
Yeah, I think if we're going to include, like, right now, if I'm looking at the singles, I think Music is my favorite song.
That's fair.
I love that song, bro.
On the album?
Yeah. I mean, obviously...
we can say overall, including the singles.
Yeah, right now. Obviously, with time, the other songs have the potential to creep up.
Yeah.
But right now, like, Music... That one is fucking beautiful. I just love how how that feels in my ear. It's like, it's weird. There's not like a very distinct tone to it. It's just like a bass rumble. It's just very massagey.
What instrument
sounds
is
so
that?
cool.
What would you say?
I'm assuming it's like some kind of enveloped, arpeggiated bass synth.
So it's a bass. So
there's just like a little pluck that's just been arpeggiated to hold it down, because I'm assuming it's something like that. And Underscores, being a sound design wizard, made it sound so pronounced and big.
Yeah.
But I particularly love one part, just how it feels when it's right after the first hook, music, and then it comes back in. There's like a ding, like a roomy. Oh. It's the bass. It's the bass that comes in. It has like a roominess, like it's been played on the speakers. Like it sounds like it's happening like from behind, and then it comes back in. I don't know how to put it into words, but it sounds so cool.
Yeah,
just shit like that, man. Like music is really good, and the most sing-alongable hook too. I feel the beat. I have a great time singing along that chorus, man.
Yeah, I think that and Do It for me in terms of choruses.
Yeah, Do It's pretty great.
What else about it? So for Tell Me You Want It, I think that I like because someone made a joke where it was like Drake mentioning random like people in his songs, and I don't care about those people, but I feel like the way
Sean C.
Yeah, Sean C.
Who the fuck is Jason?
Who's Jason?
Yeah.
But no, I think the way that she does it on the first song, where it's like Livy says I'm over my head, Amanda not on the right track, Gemma thinking too. I just liked she kind of like throughout the whole album she builds the world of kind of a pop star who is bouncing between LA, Hollywood, and like the lifestyle, the 4-star hotels.
Yeah, these are the things she's hearing about herself. She's more exposed and everything. So,
but then also balancing her relationship to music and her relationship to a person, or like just people in general, and like putting music first, but then music being kind of like a double entendre for, I don't know whether it's like music personified or if it's like, because say on the track music, it's like I feel the BPM, the harmony, but it's like it's yes, these are musical, terms, but she's saying when I'm with you. So it's
exactly.
Like,
it feels
so
like
it feels like she's kind of, I don't know again if it's, because it's clear, especially with this track like Do It, where she says, if I left for 3 months, would you kind of wait for me? This idea that like her relationship to music will always kind of be first, and it's like if you want to be a part of that world, it's like that's kind of the agreement you have to make.
Yeah.
I don't know if the music itself is like personified as
that's something that I feel like the song music, it progresses into that a little bit. Like it kind of starts off like, oh, when I'm with you I feel the music, like, and then she starts kind of thinking about music, and the music becomes the sort of the love in a way. I feel like that's kind of the journey of that song to me when I hear it. So there is room for it could kind of be seen as in a few different ways,
But it's focused. It's cool. Like I would say, even if there's no like concept, it is like focused and topical on those things. I think it's
it never feels like she's wasting lines or anything like that. You know what I mean? There's no like filler lines on this album, or really filler anything. It's 34 minutes to send an album, so she definitely understood like how to make a satisfying 30-minute long pop record. Like, there's no room for like any sort of dilly dallying. I feel like it doesn't happen. The Piece is the closest we get, and even then, that's a great song.
Yeah. It's just very, like, it's each track has its own kind of motif that like makes it stand out, which is good. Like it has an identity. That song still has really nice moments on it. I particularly like when the hook comes in and the strings join her. It's like Peace with You. It's like strings coming. Yeah. Sounds so lovely, Do you think they're like
digital or recorded?
Because if they were recorded, I feel like I would notice them, unless they're like kind of
it can be kind of hard to tell, because there are some plugins where you can get some really minute things to make it sound kind of like like strummy and just like and organic. So it could be digital, but it didn't sound like MIDI strings to me. It sounded like if it was to be a digital plugin thing, the sounds from that plugin would probably be recorded strings rather than like digitally. But they sounded great though.
Vocals on the album overall, was very impressed.
Probably the most confident I've heard Underscore sound.
Like on Love Fields, and Insane, and then also Body Feeling. I'd say some of those there is auto tune, but I feel like not everyone will sound great with auto tune.
Oh yeah, Underscore really understands like how to bend auto tune in her voice to make these melodies happen. And there are so many times where she'll switch up the melody and it'll be the same line, like on a Innuendo. It'll be like, innuendo, tell me, and then she'll tell me, but don't tell me, and like she'll sort of bend it and just have these little motifs come in. It's like, oh, this part's catchy, this part's catchy. The attention to ear candy is so lovely to see, and that's something as a producer myself, I have this thing. I have a really hard time letting a beat just play. I always, for whatever reason, I feel the need to chuck in like another thing for that one loop. Like have this loop have a new sound instead, just to keep things fresh or something. It's just me just sort of tickling my own brain, but and I'll hear Underscores kind of do that a little bit. For me, it's validating to hear like her just for this chorus we're gonna have like a new bass thing, and it's gonna be really pronounced when it comes back to the old bass thing, and just little things like that. It's just satisfying to me.
I think like she takes ideas and then kind of like flips them on their head, kind of, especially with how songs like there's a few songs on here where it's like Hollywood Forever or Body Feeling, where the ending has like this big explosive moment. It's still Love Fields as well, but like it will take the melody and just kind of crank it up, just like do something really
just give it that
out
moment,
there,
that spotlight.
Which I think if you're trying to craft a really like contagious pop album, I think this is what you kind of do. I think I can just imagine it just translating really well live, because you want that kind of progression where you build up to this rise where the chorus and the melodies, they just hit so hard.
Did you say you're going to the live show as well?
Well, if they come to
the UK.
Europe.
I got to see her before Paul Robinson. I forget if I told you.
Did she open up?
She was the opener for Paul Robinson. That was cool.
For Smile.
For the Smile
People
tour,
said this is a good companion album to that, Smile.
Oh really? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. I guess musically, how they feel, I can see that.
It's very uplifting.
Smile's a lot sadder than this album. There are moments in this album that do sound kind of like like Wish You Well, particularly, or Love Field, where there is a bit of sadness there. But Smile is very explicitly quite sad.
There's like a contrasty thing where it was
with the
instrumental would sound upbeat or
sometimes but there are some songs like Easier to Love You, last track, they're sad.
Okay.
They're real sad. Russian Roulette is really sad, but in a very pretty way. It's kind of like that, like Paul Robinson sort of operates in that happy sad, as he calls it. I think I've seen a clip where he says he loves the feeling of what he likes to call happy sad, and I know exactly what he's trying to say with that, and that's sort of like his thing. And I can hear a bit of that in here too. I could see that being a nice little double bill. That'd be a good listening party. How many times have you heard the album, by the way?
7.
Yeah. I haven't checked, but probably somewhere similar to me as well. I've heard it quite a lot. But because it's just so easy to.
Have you seen the listening party for it?
Oh, there was like a YouTube where she was in like a mall or something. Yeah.
That's such a good. It's so fun, like.
Yeah, were you in the?
No, I was not in the live one, but I did manage to find it before she privated it, and then I had to like find some re-upload of it. But
it's public now.
It is public now.
I saw it literally today.
I'm sure it's because a lot of people were complaining maybe.
It was cool to see like the cover art, the real thing. So it was like a kind of a crude, maybe from memory sketch of.
I think the full image is when she announced the album officially. Yeah, she released the full image, so it's like a little bit extended. But the album cover. I mean, I think to me, when did you like know it was a part of like? Because you said that the single music, you thought it was just a single, like it was one off. Yeah. But was it when Do It came out and you realized? I mean, you could tell from the fact that it's the same art, the aesthetic. It was building up to something.
That was it. It was the single artwork had the exact same like template as music.
The white background with this kind of,
which is typical for album rollouts. Yeah. So I was like, oh okay, we're gonna get an album of this sound. I was very happy to see that because music was so great, So that was when I knew it was coming. Yeah.
Okay. Well, so you were a fan before these singles, right? So how did you feel about this direction? Because some people have voiced their disappointment, saying that they weren't crazy about this direction. But I feel like the singles prepare you for what the final product is.
100%. No, they were. It was no surprise. Like I feel like this album gave me what I expected and wanted, and I'm very for short albums. Mm-hmm. I just give me a good project I can come back to, like no filler. That's perfect for me. So I was very happy with it. And as far as the direction, again, Woolsocket for me wasn't that great. I didn't love it. I welcome this. This is kind of this is a bit more my speed. So because I was present for the Woolsocket rollout too, and I was excited for that. But as I heard it, I was like, I don't really want to hear this again. I just wasn't really. I was drawn to it. Outside, I think Cops and Robbers is one of my favorite.
Well, the Jane Remover song, is that not good?
It's fine. It's like a lot of it. I just sort of moves through me really.
Just wasn't for you.
Yeah, it was not for me. Like sonically, the hooks, the melodies, like the kind of more brittle sort of scrappiness. I don't know. I think I prefer Underscores when she is going for something punchy or snappy. I think she's really great in that space. And Fishmonger was kind of like a little bit of a blend of those two things. Like there are some songs that have a punky attitude to them, but they still keep that kind of that punchiness, that digital sort of pristine element. Whereas Woolsocket wasn't really as concerned with that because it was more attentive to the wider story and the concept, which I did enjoy diving into. But the songs that accompanied it, in my opinion, Woolsocket just isn't really that engaging to listen to. And I find it quite drawn out. A lot of the tracks are pretty lengthy. It's just it doesn't really engage me as much. So to hear like kind of the opposite in a way, like this is just sort of it's very short and like in and out. You know, like this was like okay, cool. This was kind of like it almost felt like it was like hey, if you weren't really feeling that Woolsocket, here's like kind of the opposite in a way. Yeah. So I was like yeah, cool. This is perfect. You know, it's probably I probably would say this is her best album for me.
Okay,
I would put it above
your favorite
Fishmonger. Yeah.
Do you think that could change with time?
Ooh, like, do you think the other ones could grow on me?
Yeah, possibly. Or this one could just not be.
I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to because Fishmonger I've been listening to for a few years now, so that's had a lot of room to grow. Yeah. And I feel like I've gotten the most I can get out of Fishmonger, but never say never. Obviously, you always change. But I only see myself coming to love these songs on You more and more because they're so purposefully and carefully made to be replayed, to be just sort of like. I can't see a world where these songs wear off on me or like grow off me.
So would you say that in that case, if you're saying it's timeless, would you say it's one of the 2020s, one of the defining albums of the 20s?
It could be. We're gonna have to wait and see.
Yeah, it depends on the impact it has. I think a lot of people have obviously directly kind of said, "Oh, this is that summer album." This is gonna be
for sure.
Brat Summer, but You Summer. But I think again,
summer with
I think it depends.
Summer with a capital U. It's gonna be summer. It's gonna be summer, bro.
You should you're the Alexander Skarsgård, or like the moment.
That's yeah.
Damn. Oh yeah.
Headphone Summer.
What's the comedian? What's the guy?
Comedian.
Who was the manager? Played in Charlie.
Oh, Jamie Demetriou, the guy from Stathler Flats.
He was in Fleabag.
Yeah, that's that guy. Yeah.
That's April. Let's get summer with a capital U going. But I think like that's why I think the remix album and the timing of when that comes out will probably. I hope it does come because I feel like if you want to get that like 1-2 punch, I think it needs to come out. But we have an album now, so
I'm gonna enjoy just spinning this shit.
But I predict maybe because she's touring in June, so I predict maybe it'll come out in May.
Yeah.
If there was going to be a remix album, or in the later half of the year, which is like probably what you're used to, like September probably.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Get this time to settle because I feel like the short length thing, the 9 tracks, that's only really a disappointing thing. When you've been following the rollout and you've heard all the singles.
Yeah, because you're only getting like 6 brand new fresh
Exactly.
songs.
Like in that context, in that like bubble, that time frame, it's like in theory like kind of I want more. But if you look at like as like a project looking back 10 years from now, it's like it's a great album.
It's just for me,
That's what really matters.
Not so much,
like a great album.
My argument is not so much for like I want a remix album because I want more. It's just more of like I want her to seize this era, just to really like hit every point with this era to make sure she like takes over the world.
Because I agree, man.
I saw her.
I think tracks like Innuendo and Do It, like they have such a universal.
Have you seen the image where they put her up on the Times Square?
Oh no!
Like Spotify put her up on the New Music Friday.
Oh shit!
She was the main person for it, which is cool.
That's really cool. Yeah.
Hyperpop is the future.
Yeah, you've been saying it, bro. You've been saying it. Underscores could be the one leading it. I would not be shocked, man. Because again, I feel like most people I know.
I think it's collective.
Yeah.
I would say
like it's just an appeal that is.
Although
broad.
I have not listened to "I Love My Computer."
Yeah.
I Love My Computer.
That's it. You got it. Yeah.
I feel like this is just like it's almost like you're passing the flag onto the next the next moment for hyperpop, and I feel like what's going to be the next moment? What do you think?
As far as what's out now?
Yeah. Who do you think's going to like take over?
Shit, man. I don't know, bro. Because for all I know, like it won't take over, and a different
Lil
sound.
Uzi.
A different sound could emerge tomorrow.
Because I remember when Uzi did the Pink tape,
and
that was like very it was a pretty lousy attempt, but like a lot of the rock rap fusions. But then you'll hear some of his deliveries when I'm listening to the JPEG Mafia album, like especially on Vulgar Display of Power, where he's like that reminded me a lot of Uzi on
on like
some
amps.
of those,
what's up with it, bitch?
Where he just be like
or
Spin Again. So I just think like Uzi might be the next person to do hyperpop, maybe.
Perhaps.
And I feel like it's in his bag. I feel a lot of people it's like Uzi got inspired by Kanye, but then a lot of people are inspired by Uzi and his kind of like their kind of non-conformity to what's expected, and that's kind of why Uzi's always been regarded by a lot of people, but obviously
Uzi's like comfortable just tackling all sorts of sounds like grandiosity and all that, and I thought Pink Tape was great. I really liked that album.
Oh, cool.
I loved it.
Nice.
That's one of my favourites today.
But I guess in terms of who's
I wouldn't be shocked at all to see Uzi take on some hyperpop shit. That'd be really cool. They could probably.
Do you think Charlie will tap into Jane and underscores and that side of it?
Yeah, interesting. Because
that's I would the side of hyperpop that's like, you got Sophie and Arca.
The Sophie sort of PC
Arca's
music
more like
thing.
Sophie and Arca, I guess, are more industrial, but then the stuff on Brat is not really industrial.
Not really. But it has like kind of traces of it. Because Sophie and Charlie were like, to me, like Charlie is indicative of sort of the inception of hyperpop, like with the Vroom Vroom EP.
Yeah, to be fair, she was already kind of doing.
So it wouldn't be like crazy for them to collab, but I don't know. I just feel
and
like
there's Umro songs, right? Some songs.
That's right.
Too,
that's right. Yeah, you got it. And obviously like A.G. Cook and all that sort of.
Dylan Brady's been working on a lot of stuff.
Dylan Brady's produced for Charlie as well.
Did a Yeet track as well recently.
Yeah, I think he got an EP out. It just came out, didn't it?
What?
Dylan Brady.
Yeah, was that? It was a new release. Yeah.
Yeah, like literally yesterday, it just came out. Yeah.
There you go. Like,
that'd be great to see. I would love to hear that, but I just kind of feel like Charlie's creative spirit can't exactly put it into words. I feel like it's kind of different to the.
You know who I think would be
to the underscores
better than Charlie?
Who's that?
FK Twigs.
I could see 100%. That. Yeah.
Because I'll say why. On Hollywood Forever, it reminded me a lot of Perfectly. I don't know if you heard that FK Twigs.
Oh yeah, is that from the last album? From Afterglow?
It's from Eusexua. It was added, so she released it as a single, deluxe, and then she added it on when she re-released Eusexual.
Okay.
But it's that same kind of groove as you'll hear it. Like, I mean, it's not 1-to-1, but I think it very much reminded me of it. And I think FK Twigs underscores. I think that's a world in which I could imagine, that could work.
Interesting. Yeah, that'd be cool. Maybe that'll be it.
I'm calling it now. No, but I mean,
putting your flag in the.
We'll see. I mean, but I think like if anyone's gonna go really far right with it.
Phrasing. It's gonna be underscores.
Yeah, no,
she's gonna go far right.
It's gonna be Twigs, I think, because statement. No, I think because Charlie's not really. Does she have songs that sound like something like a Drums of Death or you know what I mean? Like, I think if anyone's gonna do that kind of like a. I don't know what kind of FK swing. You know, like the scene. I don't know what the overall scene of that.
It's hard to label
but it's like it's like the leather with like the the framing of like the dancing and the kind of like it's kind of like if Charlie's the very loud like the coke sniffing kind of party girl energy, then like FK Twigs is almost like the. Like
seductress kind of thing.
No, I don't know what it is. It's like
it's like Euphoria, but with sex.
It's like avant-garde. It's got like a fashion like a Mugler.
It's like a more digital Eyes Wide Shut type
like
vibe.
A very like glitchy, but then it's also Bjorky, but it's also it's like a if you got like your fashion brands, it's like it's doing it. It's on the same kind of but it's like different. It feels like different.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like Infinity Pool, but they're all robots.
Yeah, it's just like it's got like a I don't know. It's like very sterile, but then it's not at the same time.
I know what you're trying to say.
You know what I mean? It's like
is You by underscore your album of the year at the moment? Number one so far? Favorite? Too early to tell? What do you think?
I
swear to God, if you say The Mountain's better than this.
The Mountain is better than this.
Fucking God. It's not bad. What are we doing, man? You ready for that one?
No.
Just checking.
I mean, look.
Just checking if there will be an episode 4. That's all.
Okay. Look, man, The Mountain's still critically acclaimed. So
no.
Still one of the best performing albums.
Yeah, you're in good company. You've got shooters on your team.
Only
it's not only me. Ryan's with me.
Okay.
rhymes with me. You know who you are.
I'm so scared. Gotta watch out.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. Is this your album of the year?
By Storm is still the one. It could creep up there. We're gonna give it some time. I know it's in the list.
I think it is.
Underscores is on the year-end list. Don't get it twisted.
Considering I have every song bar one saved in my playlist, I think that's pretty.
It's pretty good going. Yeah, I've yet to have a 9 out of 10 like that.
Because I mean,
that's like a different layer of like.
If we to like objectively speak, then it's either going to be this or Don't Be Dumb.
Oh really? For your favorite?
So many Don't Be Dumb songs, like a Helicopter and Stop Snitching, still in my rotation.
Nice tracks, dude. Don't Be Dumb's fucking great.
Like I said, I think it's like for me, it's not only just about the album. It's like if I've been engaged in the rollout, if I've like felt connected to it.
Yeah, it does.
So that's why Utopia was such a.
Oh yeah.
If I were to like say like from 23, like there's probably better albums that came out this year. Year, sorry.
Yeah.
But I think like nothing will really compare to that experience of like
just the moment of
the briefcases. I was like really like my friend who we both kind of grew up. Like I kind of came in a bit later, like 2020 when it came to Travis Scott.
Yeah, really.
2020, 2021, and he was already on that kind of since like rodeo days, and I feel like having that like collective, like we're both excited for this new album. That's and awesome, like paying attention to the rollout, predicting these like different covers, like what's it gonna sound like. That has a lot to play, I think. So when it came to the Underscores, and same with Vanisher, really, like all the snippets and everything. Yeah. So when it comes to the Underscores, I think the singles are so good.
Yeah, you feel so part of the journey at that point. Like you're invested.
It feels like you're kind of, even though she has like a big fan base, I would say like it almost feels like you're part of like a. Well, yeah, you're a part of like a wave, like you're catching a wave before it's like.
I get you.
You're on the flight before it's like fully
taken off.
Yeah.
You're one of the OGs.
I think that has a big role into my album of the year.
Oh sure, yeah. Just what kind of? I get you because it's like you look back on the year, like what's the album that feels like the one? Like
that I've constantly thought about, come back to, spoken about.
Like the defining
that ride or die for.
Yes,
so
for sure.
I think this will probably be the ride or die album until something else comes out. Just because. It's still like let's not like get it twisted. Like she's not like Charlie XCX.
Yeah.
Level in terms of scale. So at this point, it's word of mouth. So we have to push the album and get people on
go
it.
Stream it.
I recommend this. Or you'll just throw a track on a playlist on the aux and
I mean, I think these songs like I think most people I know could probably hear a song like "Do It." Yeah. Be like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah.
They probably fuck with it. Like, there's just such a accessibility to it. More so than say like a Jane remover.
Yes.
In a similar scene, that's harsh.
They'd be like, turn that shit off. No.
Yeah. JR. That's like a it takes a trained ear.
Even Dream Flasher,
Yeah.
That's what, even if it's the most. I would say actually Heart, the Heart EP.
Heart EP is
there's
more
some tracks,
yeah.
There's some tracks. Flash in the Pan and Music Baby. And
yeah.
I think Jane is an artist that I really kind of want to get into more, especially with venturing and like dipping into another sound or genre entirely. So I'm just
so
like
prolific too. So
just
much
create a different account, and if you know, It's like Jane Remover is venturing, or venturing is Jane Remover.
So you got Leroy as well.
This is all self-produced by April, so I think like there's so much like moments to like the guitars or the bass, and it's like they're musically gifted.
It sounds so good.
Same with Jane as well, like
so much clarity.
A lot of the rock kind of sound on the venturing stuff. It's like this is cool. This is the recent single that Jane dropped. Nuts.
On the venturing one, right?
Yeah, it was like, I know. I didn't hear the rose on the cover.
Yeah, I did not hear it. I know what you're talking about.
So like really one of the best songs of this year, 100%.
That's awesome. Yeah,
I think it's like rated like it's number one.
I really liked the last venturing album. That was good. The one that came out just before Revenge Seekers. Play My Guitar on it.
Yeah,
that was a good album.
They released that venturing album and Revenge Seekers in the same year, and the Heart EP,
and then indie rock as well,
and indie rock. But yeah, continuing with the Underscores.
Yeah, for sure.
Music, that song, one of the best, obviously. If it's your favorite, 100% get that.
Yeah, that's the one
that scratches an itch,
Yeah, that's the one that gives me the highest high at the moment.
It feels like I said it like it feels like there's a Fortnite emote where it's like I think it's like star power.
Yeah.
Where it's like they do this movement where it's like. And it feels like that. It just feels like that movement of like you're releasing energy,
That's awesome.
You'll find it. It's like
so the song feels like this.
It just feels like you. When I'm with you, I feel like music. Like it feels like
okay.
You're,
it makes you
kind
think
of like releasing the energy, you know.
Yeah. She turned that Fortnite into a song.
No, I just mean like if you were to visualize that kind of release of energy, it's that kind of sweeping. Yeah, that's.
Oh, didn't you say you learned the choreography to do it?
I did. I did. I spent wait, how do you remember this?
Yeah, I forget when you said. When did you say it to me?
This was when I fully got addicted. It probably was post Copycat, so it had to have been November.
It was at the Kodaka show. You said this to me.
Oh, that's funny.
I can remember you doing it or trying it in the overalls and stuff.
I did it in the overalls.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Or not the overalls, like the jumpsuit.
The jumpsuit, yeah. Yeah, I do know the dance. It's awesome.
It's awesome. It's so cool.
It's awesome.
I love it.
Just hits the emo. I just went down on the D-pad.
Oh, man.
Fuck my chud life. No, it's so. That's what I'm saying. Like the if we talk about the K-pop influence, I think Innuendo is the most K-pop sounding in terms of vibe.
Great observation. I didn't clock that, but yeah, you're right.
Innuendo.
It just feels like it has a sort of bad bitch energy, crazy choreo. I can imagine the poses and shit.
Yeah, so I
totally.
think 100%.
You're so right about that.
There you
Damn,
go.
Man.
On the music video to do it, I mean that whole choreo.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I'm not really into pop like that, but it was infectious. So I just I had to just
took over.
I had to just
had to scratch the itch. Had to get that done.
What was it called? Brute force it. I had to learn that shit.
Sure.
So it was fun. I mean, hopefully, because I know Zara Larsson, I think that's her name. There's a song in her set where she'll bring up. I think it's the one where it's like, "I live my day and it feels the last."
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, she brings out a fan to do the ending to that song.
Yeah,
if you know the choreo, she'll perform it with the fan.
Nice.
So.
You don't reckon that's gonna
get me in there, coach?
You're just training for
just
the
this super big guy just doing this shit. No, there you go. No, I think it would be cool, but not holding my breath. But I'm hoping for some.
Peek it into reality. Underscores if you watch it.
Underscores.
April, get on the stage, bro.
No, but I think it will be. I'm hoping for some cool choreography. She's doing the She's doing the lights as well.
Yeah.
If you pay for the lights that react to the actual music. So I think that's going to be. I'm hoping that it's not impossible. It will just take a lot of practice and rehearsal. But I'm not like the CEO of pop, so I'm not going to be you have to do this. But if you look at someone you look at Addison Rae, right? Yeah. When she was doing her rollout for the album.
Yeah, was it quite a lot of singles for that?
What was the album?
Was it just called Addison?
Addison, yes it was.
Yeah.
It was self-titled. But she obviously directly is paying homage to that early 2000s sound and vibe and aesthetic. So even the album cover with the outfits that she wears and also the sound, obviously very inspired by Britney.
I heard it was a pretty good album. I didn't actually check it out. Did you like it?
No, but it was catchy in places.
Is it not crazy to say it's a good album? Would that be a stretch? Someone's like, "Yo, it was a really good album." Would that be
it's a very common take, but
yeah, because I saw a lot of people really, really fuck with it. Yeah. Do you think it's overrated?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's overrated.
100%. I think it's super. Okay, some people will be like, "Oh, so what? It sounds like this."
Yeah.
I mean, it's just if I wanted, I feel because you're someone that has that mentality where it's if I wanted this, I'll just go to someone else for it.
Sure, yeah.
So I don't think you would mess with the new.
Yeah. If it's kind of pulling from an older thing, bring your personality.
It's a mix of Britney. It's a mix of mainly Lana Del Rey and especially with Diet Pepsi, and she has another song, something romantic, summer romance.
I think I've heard Diet Pepsi.
What do you think of that?
I can't remember it. I can't remember that song at all.
But a cigarette to make me feel better.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I don't think it really.
Wait, no, that's headphones on. I'm tweaking. Yeah. Diet Pepsi is shit. I actually don't remember it. I remember High Fashion. I did some of the singles, but but speaking on the context, so when it comes to the performances that she does, she does the she does choreo and she has the mic that's instead of holding a mic, it's very it doing that Britney inspired, focusing more so about the performance of the live concert instead of it being so much about the singing. She wants to make it an event. So I think in a similar way, I think it would be cool to see Underscores take on more like, it's ambitious, but I think it would just like, I don't know, because I mean, like, would it feel like this album? I think so. If you're gonna do
like she pulled from an older sound?
Like to do choreo for the concert.
Okay.
Because
on some K-pop shit.
Yeah. Because if she is trying to pay like a real homage to the K-pop that she grew up listening to, then I feel like you would expect it. But
when I saw Underscores live opening for Porter Robinson, her stage presence was very loose cannon. It was very just like running all over
I think
the place,
she would just kind of be jumping around and like vibing out. So I don't know, but again, I think like if you're trying to take it to that next level, it would be really cool to see. Specific.
The hard drive.
The hard drive.
The hard drive's gone.
It's a battery pack.
Oh, my fault. I mean, sorry. It just looks like it looks like my hard drive.
Damn.
Sorry, I thought it was a hard drive.
Got corrupted as soon as.
Episode 3's dead.
Episode 3's dead. It's live being uploaded. live upload. But just everything deleted. Sorry, no. But I think like the Duet music video, that was like, at that point I was like, I'm all in.
Dude.
I'm all in.
That was the moment, bro.
Yeah, because it was like she was putting in the effort to like really go for it, like to really try to do it. But it will be cool to see if this album reaches that kind of height.
Yeah, absolutely.
The Danny single really like helped a lot. I remember she went over 1 million monthly listeners for like a little bit, and they celebrated during the tour. But
that's cool.
It's different. I mean, like obviously people will have the conversation with like Jane or Underscores. But they're very like they're doing their own things.
Extremely different. Yeah.
So, but I think in terms of like who's gonna have I don't know. They're still underground. There's another thing. Obviously, we're gonna continue with the album, but what do you think about like the rap, hyperpop like aspect?
Like the crossover.
Yeah, it is a thing. I wouldn't be able to pull up like examples, but people on the spectrum, I think. Whereas like I love hyperpop.
Yeah.
But then like when they come to rap, they'll say like, oh, it's like too overly stimulating. Or,
I have seen a lot of those reels where it's like, this is what Taylor Swift sounds like to white women, and it's like the most distorted like shit ever. Like there's a community that is all for it. I'm definitely part of it. I think just sound wise, like hyperpop, the rage and like the distortion, the kind of video gamey synths, the melodies, the brightness of it, combining with like hip hop and pop stuff, like that to me is so appealing. Like just purely on like my kind of what I look for, my biases as someone who loves like, or kind of got into electronic music through artists like Rusty, Igloo Ghost, and Sam Gallatry, who are really like very glistening, bright, warm, like lovely chords, and that's kind of the focus. To see that kind of get like amped up to 11,
aggressive and
in like a distorted, compressed way, where it's kind of like on the brink of falling apart, like kind of like bursting at the seams, sort of thing.
Yeah, kind of being at the
and then Carti as well, embracing it, So for me, it's awesome because it just goes to show that hip hop, more so than any genre, to me, is like a chameleon. It can just be anything. Like, artists like JPEG have mentioned that and proved that with tracks. I think he said for his song Prone from All My Heroes Are Cornballs. I remember seeing somewhere he mentioned how he made that song, or the inspiration for that song was just to show that like I can make a rock song through a hip hop template, and it was kind of hit like a rock song, but it's still a hip hop song. Ultimately, to me, it's just indicative of how boundless hip hop is when you start bringing in these sort of hyper pop sounds, the video gamey, the pixely synths, and the distortion. Like I'm all for it because it's just sort of opening the floodgates even more, you know. So I'm so down, and I love how it sounds too. So I'm very against the whole kind of old head-esque sort of mindset where hip-hop has like bars and beats and that's all it is, and that's not real hip-hop and blah blah. I feel like to me this is like a direct confrontational response to that.
Artists expressing themselves in different ways. If this is, and it will end up being ahead of its time anyways. So
it is pretty crazy that Fantano has given Destroy Lonely and Lucky like a 1. Yeah, that's pretty mad.
Why?
Mostly because of his reasoning. I remember watching, I think it was the review for No Stylist, and he kept saying it's just like a Carti ripoff, it's a Carti ripoff. And personally, I don't think Destroy Lonely sounds anything like Carti. Like, sure, he has like distorted beats and stuff. Like the beats, Carti wouldn't sound out of place on them, but Destroy Lonely himself doesn't sound like Carti at all to me. It's just the fact that he's on opium. I feel like it was very dismissive. A bit. It's like 1 is a bit mad. I mean, if that's really that's his experience. He hated it that much. Like, cool.
That's how I feel.
It's just surprising to me. That's all.
The man. Oh, yeah, no. But yeah, continuing. Hold on, sir. Whew. This album is great, though. I mean,
no, you're right.
Shit,
it's pretty good.
This, you know, those sentences where they like bridge, just like you're trying to think. You go from one thing, you're trying to bridge the space between the next thing. So transitional. You just be saying shit.
Yeah, I feel you, bro.
There's something wrong with you, and I just can't get on it.
Spirit jar.
And then pop, rock, electronic, rap, rock and roll.
She says rock twice. It kind of bothers me.
Non-stop avant-garde talking.
Well, maybe she should have said like jazz. She should have said like jazz, pop, jazz instead. Because she said
rap, rock and roll.
She says rock. She said pop, rock, electronic, rap, rock and roll.
Pop, rock, electronic, rap, rock
and
roll. Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, like you said it twice, bro. There's other genres. Say like dungeon synth.
Okay, good. Now, how would you
pop, dungeon synth, Icelandic, sludge metal, rock and roll?
Damn, it's underscores in the room with us right now.
On brackets, bro.
Holy brackets!
Equation on the beat.
Duh, you're giving me good ideas for my
your figure of music career?
Yeah, exactly. The final line as well, where it's like where she just belts out, "It's everything to me."
Oh, really good. Yeah, I like the sparkly little ending too.
It felt like what does it remind me of? I'll send you the song. It reminds me of a certain song. I'll find it. Actually, I don't know. It's just like good electronic music. Is this so good? Would you say this is electronic music, right?
I would say.
Where does it borrow from most? Pop.
I think this is pop music. I think that's like the ultimate.
But when it does like
singular
synthy shit, like sometimes it reminds me of something like Skrillex or.
Oh yeah. Like, no, I mean it's electronically produced pop music.
Are they synths that like do that? You know, like the outro to music. Like,
yeah. That'll be synths.
There's a sense, I
Yeah.
guess. Because you got like Mike Dean synths, but it's like very spacey.
Yeah.
These are like
that would be like a gated synth.
It sounds aggressive. Like, they sound aggressive.
Yeah. That'd be
gated synths.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking of the very end where it's all sparkly.
Yeah.
What are you talking?
I'm thinking about not the sparkly part, but it's like where she's like it's all glitchy. It's like. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a synth. That's like a saw synth.
Okay, saw synth.
Yeah. With a glide on it because it's coming.
Oh shit! He knows his shit.
Yeah. So
Stream Velsmith.
So it would be in mono, and then you would hit the glide, so it goes up, and rather than replacing two notes at the same time.
Have you done stuff like that before?
Yeah. So
have you?
Yeah.
Oh,
cool. Like that. Yeah,
awesome.
because you go in legato if you want to play two at once.
Yeah.
Play the same note or two notes at the same time. Mono only can do one at the same time, so if you play another one at the same time, it just slides up to that one.
Okay,
that's what she did.
Here's a question then: Is there anything on this album that stumped you? Like how did she do
that? Yeah, plenty. Do It has plenty of shit like that.
What part?
Just sort of like I guess like the little fills and stuff.
What about the? Or it's like
you just reminded me of one. Is that you're talking about Do It?
Yeah, Do It.
Yeah.
Where it's like I don't know what drum like is.
Yeah, for me it was just sort of like the
like did you say
for me when I say Do It, it's like the fill. So it's like how this project file must be just like crazy because the amount of like sounds happening and like lay it up.
For one of her vinyl pressings, it's a picture disc with her Ableton files.
Oh yeah,
it's really cool.
I
don't know. It's for each song you can see like the.
Yeah, no, I'd love to see that. Yeah, I enjoyed the innuendo, the sort of like gunshot sound.
Like, but it is like you can hear the gunshot. It's like
really cool.
Yeah.
Also the way the drop comes in on the first track, "Tell Me You Want It," is really nice. Yeah. It's like kind of delayed.
What was that? There was one. It was either the second one or the third time they did it, where they like filtered it or something.
Yeah.
Where it's like
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That is a filter. Well done.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah.
Holy shit. Yeah, because it sounded like more muffled. Or
like the high frequencies have been like even more squashed, and it's like
it's really cool. Man, it's exciting shit.
Yeah.
How the fuck? There's some people that say this shit's boring.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
How though? Like, how can you get bored of this?
It doesn't make any sense. How can you not like this?
I kind of want to meet someone that hates this album.
I would love to hear, yeah. It'd be interesting.
You should have been this person. You should. Damn it!
I should have.
You're the hater, bro. Maybe Michael hated it.
No, Michael's gonna fuck with this. Man. He likes to do it. I don't know if he's heard the album yet, but he.
Hollywood Forever. I said,
great
the
song,
familiar
man.
feeling. Ooh, is it bad that I love being a bitch? I started telling myself I deserve.
What is this a lyric?
Yeah.
Reading lyrics?
No, this is just a statement.
Louder. What does it say? I love being a bitch.
Guys, is it bad that I love being a bitch? I started telling myself that.
Am I the asshole?
The chorus is really nice. You say,
so good, dude. What a song, man.
Don't you want to come be famous with me? Do you know about the fact that Hollywood Forever is a cemetery, right?
Oh right, yeah, no, I did hear about that. Yeah.
It's a cemetery for famous people. So it's
bury me in her. That's what. Yeah.
So it's like her talking to someone saying like, "Do you want to be famous with me?"
Like immortalized.
But I don't want to be buried in,
exactly
because it's become a tourist spot,
For sure, people. It's like it's so appealing, but there's just so much like.
That's the thing. I think it is a song that's like kind of her growing up, and that kind of idealization of the the Hollywood life,
right?
And all the glitz and glamour that comes with it.
Mm-hmm.
The piece. Yeah, I said it was my least favourite. Yeah. It doesn't have the same progression. But I love the inflections on it.
Yeah, me
too.
Like vanilla, some really great vocals. Yeah, Vanilla was good. Yeah, some good vocals. Some great vocals on there. For sure.
The cigarette thing, I only clocked like not too long ago. Right. So I at first, I didn't really... Because I don't smoke, so... but even then, I guess, because it's an American brand.
It was only when... there was references to like bumming.
Like, I mean the chorus was like, "I only have a smoke with you if you want to."
Exactly. Yeah.
But I didn't know like the piece is the brand. Yeah. But it makes sense because she'd be smoking. Innuendo. The K-pop vibes. So like it's like the most pure like pop girly, like especially with like the pedicures, the mini skirt, just the whole world of like
need a new longer mini skirt, right? She said, there was another sound on there that I also thought like, how did she do that? What was the effect there? That I couldn't quite like map out in my head, in producer mode. And it was when it leans into the chorus and her voice goes like, and like kind of fans out in like, a really bizarre way. Like I couldn't place how you'd achieve that specific sound. It was really weird. It was like it kind of phases into like a digital thing.
Yeah. Okay.
It was cool. Yeah.
What was there was like a part 2 to that question. I'm trying to remember.
Oh.
So it was the thing that like stumped you. Okay, what was your favorite little bits?
Oh favorite little bits. I think we'll carry on going through the song some more. Pick it up. Maybe it will come back to me.
The gun bangs into that. I get.
So good, dude. Incredible. That's gonna be fun live.
100%.
Yeah. That's gonna be good.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's the one. Yeah. That is the one. I like it's like it's kind of like that kind of confrontational energy as well. It's like you'd fuck anything with a heartbeat. That was like a very memorable. Yeah,
that felt very like pointed quote, or something.
Very memorable quotable from the album. I saw a lot of people tweeting that one.
That vocal effect, actually, the one I just talked about, Innuendo, happens again on Hollywood Forever. Elevator. Yeah. Same sort of thing happens. So maybe she has like a preset.
I was gonna say
figured out
the motif on "Tell Me You Want It." There's I don't know if you noticed it. The baby, on Danny Brown Baby, where it's like the. Like like
the night vision goggles.
Chorus.
Yeah, the night vision goggles sound.
Is that what it is?
That's what it is. Yeah.
I think it happens just at the start of the verse.
That beat reminds me of music, by the way.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It was just before the verse. Oh no.
I know exactly. It's night vision goggles, bro.
Okay.
That's what that is.
Yeah.
I know that from Splinter Cell.
Play the sound effect.
I'll do it. Yeah. I love that sound.
Yeah. So I think she uses it again in that first track.
Yeah.
You can hear it just before the chorus.
That was a hinge prompt of mine. What are you attracted to? I put the sound of night vision goggles.
Yeah. That'll do it.
That was one I had, bro.
The chorus. Yeah. Tell me. And the kind of like the whispering as well. That part was,
it's just the bass. It's so good, dude. It gets all sparse. Like it leaves you like kind of like tensed up, like goosebumps. Like where's this going? And then the drop comes in.
It's like so
fantastic.
I said it was like it felt floaty in the sense that like it felt like that kind of energy
moving through a space,
but it still felt precise. It didn't feel like just like. Whoa, you're waving out.
Exactly.
But it's
like you're being guided.
It's like tell me, but don't tell me.
Yeah. I can imagine everyone getting low in the show, in the mosh pit. Like everyone getting low on that part.
Yeah. It's like kind of like it feels low, and then it just the breakdown at the end was like
It sounds so like it sounds like scarily huge. Like it's like wow, there's something like really like intimidating about the drop of it when it comes in.
Love Filled. So this is my ride or die track. Just nuts. I don't know, like. It's obviously like unrequited love, yearning. It feels like the most kind of that, and obviously Wish You Well felt the most like emotional.
Just like just outside the love field. Like, is it going to be like this forever sort of thing? Just like acceptance of that.
And the progression as well. Very real thing. I like how it starts off with the guitar, and then slowly kind of builds up.
Yeah. And
into this like explosive moment that I was like trying to pinpoint where do I recognize this melody from. I was like,
oh really?
Love with you.
Sure,
but I asked someone. I asked the Reddit, and then I got a few people saying it's like Imogen Heap. So like speak for Just for Now or Headlock.
Oh, really? Headlock?
Yeah.
I don't think it's... I don't think that's the same as that. Maybe the other one.
And then Just for Now is like...
that feels different. That feels like a different melody to me.
Not the same, but I mean, like, I guess maybe that's why it reminded me of it. Or I guess that's why people are saying that that's the vibe that it gives, and I could see it. But I don't know exactly where it would be. But I'd just say, like, the where it, like, finally builds up and you hear the boom, boom, and then it just... And it reminds me, it's just like I see the image of they're on like in the early 2000s, like you're on those kind of those old music videos where you'd see the black borders, and then it would be like just like someone passionately singing out into the ocean the ocean whilst the sun's going down, and just kind of like belting it out, you know. It just feels very nostalgic, and some great lyrics as well. Like, I think it's my favorite track lyrically. And
me too, bro.
Can We Have a Heart to Heart? It's going to be awkward any way you cut it. But then also, what was it? Those these damn 1111s don't seem to do anything. I wished again and again, and I can't touch it. It's delicate. Yeah, it just felt just really like the yearning of it. I think you could tell that it just felt super passionate.
Yeah, that was like that's the closest you feel to Underscores, I think, on the album. Like the most like kind of intimate it gets.
Yeah, it's like looking good for it. You're like you're doing all these things for someone, and then you're not being
exactly. You're still outside the love field.
Still outside the love field.
I start feeling of like.
It hurts for me to wait on you. Oh man.
It's a song largely about twisting or changing your habits and just doing things because you want to be closer to them or something. And that's just like where love can take you. You know, in places that are unexpected, and when you realise that that's what it is really, it's like that's a song that kind of feels like it's reckoning with that feeling and noticing that, and like. You look at yourself and you're like, you start having this. Like, a perception becomes.
I really like the
point,
using the love field as like as a framing device.
Yeah, I like her phrasing of it, like body feeling, love field. It's just like it's not like an official term for the things at all, but it's just like it just captures it.
It's like it's something to work within for the song. To kind of build it around that idea of a love field, and like pulling and pushing from each other constantly.
Yeah. Like, it's not a thing people say. Like, it's not. It
felt sad, man. It was a sad track.
It was. It was probably the saddest one. Yeah. Like no one says.
Especially when she just belts it out, and like it's just like I feel it. Like I can't wait for that song live, because. Yeah. And I hope it's on the set list, because it's I think it's the best vocal performance on the whole album.
It does feel like the kind of song that could miss out on a set list, unfortunately. Hopefully it doesn't. That'd be great.
Because it's
given how short the album is, I think we're in good hands.
Yes,
hopefully.
Yeah. I hope that's sort of the biggest benefit of this being. I would be surprised if any track was left off this set list, because it's just so. It's half. You know, you could do half the set, and then half the other half exactly. Classics
for sure. Like no one says like, hey, are you in the love field with your crush? It's not a thing anyone says, but you hear that and you know exactly what it means.
Yeah.
Like Underscores seems to be good at figuring that out. You know, like, what's your body feeling?
That's when I sent you the cry text. It was like I feel like
on love field,
yeah, because it was just. Not in the sense of like, crying tears. It's just more of like I was just overwhelmed with emotion.
You could cry. Yeah, was the key word.
Yeah, it's the overwhelmed emotion of like, this is so good.
Yeah.
This is so good. Like
I love that feeling.
You transcend. It's just like that is exactly what you're looking for from certain songs, and it's just like it felt good to have that moment on the album.
This is awesome, man. This is a great album.
But throughout that's why I was like leaning a 10. Because
you skipped 9 completely.
Yeah, because I was just like, there's so many moments on this album where it's like, oh my god, like what am I hearing?
Yeah, to be fair,
how did she do this?
There's nothing on the album I really dislike, to be honest. Like for me, like 9, 10, like that area, that's just like a feeling.
Yeah, why did you choose 8?
Yeah, well, purely because it's like a threshold thing.
Yeah,
like, it doesn't. As much as I love the tracks, it doesn't. So far, has not passed the 8 threshold as far as just the high it gives me.
Yeah.
Like the 9s is when I'm like, okay, I am obsessed with this.
So could it be?
I'm obsessed. Like that, it could get there one day. Yeah. It might just take time.
One day.
But like 8 is like, okay, you've reached the 8 point where it's like it's a great album. Like 8 to me is I love this shit. But that's what that means for me.
Okay.
But 9 and 10 is where it's like, okay, I'm like, this is like why I fucking engage with music like at all. Okay. This is what I do this shit for. So it hasn't got to that point yet, but it could do. You know, albums, you live with them and they grow and stuff. You know, so we've had it for 2 days. You know,
true.
Yeah, but have you ever had an album that on first listen was like a 10? I've had
Vanisher.
Vanisher, really? Oh, nice, good shit. Yeah, for me it was a Disintegration by The Cure. That was a first listen 10.
Okay.
Yeah, I've had a few of those. And
but as of late though. Like a recent release.
As far as recent instant 10s, I don't know, man. It doesn't really happen.
I feel like you...
With music, it's
with film, hard. I'm more like that. Where it's
music you have to sort of live with a little bit more. It's hard to give an instant 10, but I feel like the most recent one would have been...
or close to 10.
I mean, sometimes you give it an instant 10 and you bring it down after.
Yeah.
I've had that. I did that with Mr. Morale. That's a 9 at the moment, but it could always creep back.
A 9.
But at the time, it was a perfect 10. What else?
Fucking we cried together. Shout out Dave.
Shout out David. David, we watched David's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, though,
Mr. Morale was a my reaction to that is on YouTube as well. I'm tearing up. I'm tearing up on that. It was a beautiful time. So yeah, that was I was like, that's a 10, bro. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm trying to think. I feel like maybe I'm missing one or something. 2020 had a few 10s for me that year. I don't know. Yeah, instant 10 is not a very common thing. You got it's got to grow into that, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I necessarily think a 10 needs to be like a perfect. I mean, yeah,
not at all. I completely agree.
Yeah, so
for me, 10 just means all-time favorite.
It's actually even better when you can actually say what's imperfect about your 10.
I completely agree. Yeah, there's no flawless album, but yeah, 10 is just, it's one of my all-time favorites. That's what that means for me. If it's in the 10s, it means it's an all-timer.
That's fair.
One of my absolute top favorites of all time, like Desert Island type shit, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you'd only have... Wait, is that an album?
What? Desert Island?
As in you were saying, like, if you were stranded on a desert island.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh,
like,
okay.
One like I would struggle if this album doesn't exist. That's a problem. If this album never happened, I'd be like, that's fucked up.
Okay.
Like now I've lost something I cherish.
I think this could grow into being like a strong 9.
Yeah. I can see that, bro.
Especially with everything that will come out. And if April handles like all the post album stuff really well. Because at the moment I'm like, okay, we've released the album. I know it's like infant days, but there could be more coming music videos or.
Yeah.
But again, I think it's like it's gonna be how's the tour gonna go? Is there gonna be choreo? If not, how are they gonna play? Song wise. Yeah. Is there going to be a remix album?
Yeah.
She's not like the biggest artist in the world, so like it makes sense that you'd want to do as much as you can, given your resources.
Yeah, exactly. And I think given that circumstance, she's done a great job. I feel like something that maybe could have brought it to like a higher point. If I'm going to point at anything, maybe just like the structure of the songs. If she just sort of like played around some more with that and. Maybe because I guess I feel like again, like I said earlier, I can sort of map out like the template of a underscores pop song. Like how the last drop feels is very similar. Did you notice that as well? Like on Hollywood Forever, Do It, music, how the final big drop feels is kind of shooting for a very similar feeling every time. You know
I think it's like
stuff like that. Maybe would have been the answer to.
I don't think this is the end when it comes to the sound. Like I think in terms of it's a really great album, but I feel like. It's also at the same time a good foundation for more. Why is it an 8? I think okay, there's 9 tracks. They're really good, well produced, but it's missing that kind of extra sauce. That why is a Brat a 10? And then there's all these reasons that you can perhaps say like why that album was is considered as a classic in the 2020s. Yeah. And so what is on the Underscores project missing? And it's like I just chalk it down to just. Being like the limitation of resources, or it's like she is just one person that's doing it all. And I feel like perhaps it could be different when you work with different people and like because I don't
know though. I don't know. I don't think that was. I think that was less of a factor in to me. I don't know. I don't know if I.
In terms of pop songs,
time will tell if it becomes a classic. It could be. This could like really start a thing. Who knows? It's hard to say for now. But are you saying you don't picture that happening?
I think just generally like. Basing it off the current offering, I think it's like I don't think it's
sure. I agree.
A classic, but
yeah,
I think it will score really well. But I think if people will stick in that 8 range, I think that's completely fair, and it's still a great album. But it's not that kind of. I think it's exactly what I expected it to be. I think like it's not the boundary pushing.
For sure.
You think
I wasn't that like.
But again, I just think it's like it's about as comfortable as like I would have imagined given the resources. I think like in terms of song structure,
I see what you're saying.
And the sounds that we are dipping into, and like you said, like things just kind of feeling a bit too familiar. It's a start, a couple verses, and then it will kind of build to this crescendo big moment.
Yeah.
It's like
because I know she can break out of that. If you look at her previous stuff, she has broken out of that structure before. I feel like she has that in her with her resources.
Yeah,
I just feel like quite often on this album, as much as I enjoy these songs, I am noticing that each big final drop or each chorus is sort of shooting for a similar kind of moment or feeling.
Yeah.
And maybe that would have been the thing that could have brought it to 9 out of 10. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, like it's what it is here. It's fucking sick. So I'm chilling. you know, and yeah, maybe I'll grow to love it even more later down the line, you know.
Yeah.
Plenty of replay value, so.
True.
Yeah.
Do It is my favourite. Well, I don't know if it's still my favourite. I think so. Yeah, it gets me going every time.
Yeah.
That
hard to go wrong. It's the most reliable track, maybe.
Yeah, some people say that
can't go wrong with it.
Some have said that they're over the chorus, but it's just like the most contagious, I think, like
sure.
Structure wise as well. And then you had the music video, which
it's a
really
delicious beat.
But even the music video for Music was really good, like the glitchiness of it, and like
every frame with the bass hits, the frames
like the CDs
are changing.
that are hanging on the ceiling. Oh yes, the frame changing as well.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. Yeah. So good.
That's cool.
But yeah, Do It.
All right.
Just what's your favorite part of that song? I really like
My favorite part is I like the part where after you get that kind of sultry breakdown, it gets kind of weirdly like R&B or something.
Like the build up of the ow.
Yeah,
and then
it's a whole different. It comes back with a half-time drum rhythm where it's like
and then it just brings back
and then for a minute it fades out and builds up again. That part I love. When it just all of a sudden starts drum and rolling into like this, it's during the same chorus. Like that part is really satisfying because it to me is like a reminder of what I was saying earlier about how Underscores is always searching for like how can I add a little something here that's just a nice bit of ear candy and just make it more pronounced and satisfying. Stuff like that. Like in that last drop, there's so much of that happening and it's just so like prickly and exciting to hear, and it's such a yummy.
It's a banger. That one's
such a good tune.
Definite banger. And then
it'll take sounds away, rev them back in, and it's like that move where you know how I think Uzi does it, like you throw it up and it comes back. You know? It feels like that over and over. Each drum is doing that in my head.
Yeah, Body Feeling.
Dope song, bro.
Yeah, it doesn't feel. Perhaps is it like? Would you say is it more similar to like her older stuff? I feel
no,
like with
never.
The guitar,
I've never heard an Underscore song like Body Feeling.
She plays with the guitars a lot though. Like
not like that.
Really?
Not like that. No. Okay. Her guitar work before is more like shoegazy or punky, more like fuzzy. On that one, it sounded more like a kind of a pop ballad sort of jam, like a jam, rather than a banger. If that makes sense.
It reminds me of something, man. Something in the current pop space, like a band or.
Like 1975.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. No. I was just scared to say it. I was just really scared to say it.
Nah, that's not a bad thing. They got great songs.
That's exactly what I was thinking in my head.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, literally. Nuts.
Yeah.
I feel like it could be the single, like the most accessible.
It's been getting good streams.
Like,
I saw the
if
streams
someone asked me,
were
okay, what does this album sound like? I'll just be like, you'll like this song. Like I feel
that's
confident.
Like the gateway.
Yeah,
entry point.
I think because it's like it has it all, and I think like it's not too like out there. You know, it's
maybe Do It is pretty like busy, I guess.
Yeah.
Body Feeling has got some space,
but it's got like that kind of that groove that feels like familiar. Like
to me, out of any song here, Body Feeling is the one that really shows Underscore's capacity as a vocalist. Like,
and the vocals are the very.
She's like the guiding force throughout that, more so than the beat. Because for me, a lot of the time, the main attraction is the instrumental at first, at least. You know, like the beat's doing a lot to enjoy, like just so much like prickly ear candy and shit. But Body Feeling is like, I'm really tuned into what Underscores herself is giving me. So,
100%.
Yeah.
Wish You Well. It's a closer.
Yeah.
Starts off with that glitchiness.
Does, yeah. Has a very
like 40 seconds of like
strange intro, yeah.
And then probably my favorite line on the whole album is on that song where it ends off with the final verse where it's like, and if I'm being honest with myself, I don't want closure.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
I want to feel the gravity of losing you.
Oh yeah, that line's lovely. Like just you want to be able to feel. You don't want to be like ambivalent to or like separate. You want to have some kind of closeness, even if it's something painful. That's better than nothing at all. Like that's a lovely song. Yeah, it's a real aching finish. Yeah,
it's kind of like that heartbreak, but then it's just like the after feeling.
Mm-hmm. The idea of wishing someone well, but like. Also just having a bitterness that's kind of behind that as well.
Yeah.
Like, I wish you well forever. It's just going to stay at that forever. Like I'm not actually okay with that, you know. But that's what it has to be, and that's a really like
it's a sweet,
interesting space for a pop song to exist in, you know.
Yeah.
You can feel that sadness in there, especially with that guitar work.
But that's what I'm saying. Like it felt
really nice.
It was that kind of weird mishmash between like something that's feeling upbeat, especially with the synth work on there, mixed with the content, which is like very. Sad. I think it was a bit jarring when I first listened to that.
Sure, yeah. It took a few listens for me to really settle into it. Yeah.
I did generally like the song a lot.
Like,
that one
me
definitely
too.
grew on me.
It grew on me as well, yeah.
But yeah.
What an album, man. Great stuff, right, man? Yeah. One of the best of the year, 100%. It's in my top 3.
Yeah.
You know, and it might not even be 3, you know. I would say if I had to pick a top 3, it's Converge, By Storm, and Underscores. Order, By Storm is 1, but the other 2 is, man. You know, it's in there. It's going to land in the year-end list for me as one of the best of the year, 100%.
Yeah. This is like a very replayable album. I'm also excited to dive into the older albums.
Oh, for sure, yeah. I mean, I would be interested to hear your thoughts.
Tracks.
Maybe next episode we can tap in. I'll ask. I'll see.
It'll be cool.
Have a little chat about it.
But I know it's different. It's way different.
Way different.
And then also,
especially
I think production-wise as well, I'd say like I've heard snippets and old bits and bobs, so I think I think it just sounds a lot like, especially mix and master-wise, like it sounds a lot
definitely.
cleaner.
This is so high definition compared to that.
Clean.
Yeah, definitely.
So it 100% sounds like the amount of years that it took, or like the hours. It sounds like it was
it feels like in that time between the last album and this one, Underscores did some just upgrading, some leveling up to make this. Like,
and that's what I'm saying as well. Like with the current trend or the format of like 9-8 songs from these pop artists, they're putting in every bit into these songs to make them sound the best they possibly can.
Yeah,
fully fleshed out.
It's funny
ideas.
how
that translates so well for replayability and for the life of the album. I'd rather that than like an 18-song
100%, you know, and that's how it has been for a minute because of streaming and stuff. And I feel like a lot of pop albums, historically, you know, especially in the 2000s and 2010s, it would be like, here's one single or 2 singles.
It's like throwing darts up.
And then the rest of the album is just there to really just support the single. It's like the rest just don't hit in the same way, you know? But if we're going really old, like back in the day, like classic rock shit, like albums were like 8 tracks. Like side A is 4 tracks.
Yeah,
side
literally. And
you
know
what I mean?
40 minutes, 50 minutes.
It's kind of cool to see like a more dialed in, like kind of classic approach to album structuring and sequencing, and to have it be this just like hyper meticulous detail. There's so much to enjoy and latch onto with each track. It's great stuff, man.
Yeah. It would be. I don't know if this album would be better with like 3 extra tracks. Like, it would be interesting to think about.
That is an interesting thing to think about, you know, like would that bog down the whole front to back thing? Like, you know, you maybe want it to be that precise. Just
because it really does come in and come out.
Yeah, but I think it's better to be left wondering that than to be like, oh, you could have taken off that. You know?
Yeah, true. And we only have like, I wouldn't even take out any of these tracks.
Exactly. Even there's nothing here I would remove. You know, there's no track that's like, okay, that's bringing it down.
But it does make me interested to know if there was like other songs worked on during that era. There have been live streams and stuff.
Yeah, sure.
I remember that the one person was like, "Oh man, like I've been replaying this snippet from this live for so long, and it was not even on the album.
Maybe on the deluxe.
So I'm hoping
I get deluxe.
Oh yeah, a deluxe. I mean, I think there's a smart way.
Lowercase U.
Yeah. Again, I'm really holding out for a remix album. I feel like that is just so fitting for what this album is.
Given that there have already been remixes, that would make sense. You know?
And if they
would expect that.
If they do what they did with the Brett, where it's like reinventing the songs, kind of changing them up.
Yeah, that'd be interesting, man.
And like structurally as well.
Because there are so many sounds happening on these tracks, you could play with so much and build that. You could build like one of the melodies from like verse 2 into its own song or something.
So some of my favorite versions of say on the Brat, like I loved. It's a this might be a hot take. Where I prefer the Young Lean remix to the original 360.
Yeah, I can't remember. I didn't really tap into that album
that's
much.
Fair,
I can't remember it.
But even like Everything Is Romantic, a lot of people
was that the version with the 1975 and John Hopkins?
That one's.
I think about it all the time.
Think about it all the time.
Yeah, or the 4th track.
Yeah.
I might say something stupid.
I might say something stupid.
That's the one. Yeah.
But no, that was the Caroline Polachek.
Okay.
But the original is a lot more like thumping and it kind of like a party, the party going sense. But the other one is like a lot more melancholic and emotive.
There's potential.
But that's what I'm saying. I feel like if
there's
you approach
sadness
it in
some of these tracks, you can maybe bring out that melancholy in some of these tracks too, with a different approach. Yeah, that'd be great. I'd be interested to see.
But April's production's awesome, and
so
like her style's awesome,
incredible. Yeah.
She's one of the best, definitely.
All right, shout underscores, bro.
100%.
That's cool that we both loved the thing. It took 3 episodes.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, that's nice.
Cool.
When I'm
all right.
with you, I feel the
music.
I feel the
Sing that shit, baby.
Where'd be a good venue for her to perform?
When I saw, I don't know about Coco, man.
Really?
I don't know. I feel like Coco's better suited for
Jane performed there, apparently.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. I feel like Coco.
There was so much space between the stage and the.
Oh really?
Yeah. You want that intimate, like ceiling is almost touching your head kind of thing.
Yeah.
But there wouldn't be enough people. I feel like.
Yeah, Coco.
Definitely not Brixton.
Coco works better, I think, for like bands and stuff.
What about Heaven?
Heaven could be good, yeah.
Heaven's
I can
good.
see that for sure.
Too high up. I feel like you kind of want them.
Maybe Alternate. That would.
Alternate, yeah.
That would
or
work.
Yeah.
This is some inside baseball shit right here.
Elite ball knowledge.
Project Hail Mary, bro.
Yeah.
Were you excited for this movie? I was really excited for this movie.
I don't know. I was aware of it.
Yeah, you weren't like counting.
I wasn't like, nah,
definitely
not. Definitely not. I was
really?
just like, and then it came around. I was like, oh, cool.
Yeah, I was very excited because Phil Lord. No, I haven't.
Okay.
Phil Lord and Chris Miller, kind of very defining filmmakers for me. Weirdly enough,
Okay.
You know, like just as far as like the films they made at the time, 21 Jump Street, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, Lego Movie, like I don't know, they were just they kind of gave me an idea of the blockbuster experience of going to the cinema and executing it in a way that was very earnest. And when I think of them, that's what I think of, you know.
Yeah,
and so it feels like a treat, like something to really chew on, you know, when they make something. And they've obviously done great work with the Spider-Verse movies as well. And this was like new territory for them in a lot of ways because it's like a bit more dramatic. You know, obviously it's a very silly movie, but there's the jokes and everything. But yeah, there's more like of an emotional kind of. I feel like they're pushing for something bigger in that sense, but and then you have it obviously being sci-fi live action. Greg Fraser on cinematography. Like it felt like this was like them making some kind of a statement. Yeah. That's how it felt to me.
It felt like they were cooking something up in the background, but like it was gonna cook up to be quite a big thing.
Yeah, it was the.
I remember the longest time like knowing about this film. Yeah, and like knowing it was being made, and not really getting an insight on like what was going on, and then finally they do the whole like marketing for it, and it's like. And then you hear the feedback for it, and it's like, wow, okay.
Feedback has been huge.
It's a heavy hitter, like
4.
on the same level as like
4.4 on Letterboxd.
Fucking some Stanley Kubrick shit, like Barry Lyndon on the same level.
Yeah, no, it's been really,
which is insane.
It's been met really well, yeah.
Okay.
And
yep.
I was just gonna say, how I first heard about it. Okay. So my best friend Joe, his dad, worked on this movie. He's a carpenter, and he's done some.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he's done like some seating, sofas, stuff for like Marvel films, and he's been credited a few times. So like, I went over to my friend Joe. I went over to his nan's house, and they were talking about how Joe's there. He's off working on a film, Project Hail Mary. And I was like, what's Project? I hadn't heard of it.
Okay.
And I was like, Ryan Gosling, Phil Lord, what the hell? How did I not know about this? And I was like, Joe, we saw Lego Movie, bro. It's the same director. And I'm like, what? No way. So and then I don't know if I still have it in my house, but Joe's grandmother, she gave me some like fabric that was like left over that was for Project Hail Mary. Whoa. So it's like I think one of the walls or the seat, I don't fucking know, some shit like that. I don't know if I still have it here, but that's how I found out. I was like, oh no way, cool, okay. And then I looked into it and I was like, this is kind of different for them. I don't think they've made a movie quite like this. I'm looking at the description. I'm like, will they pull this off? But I was like, I've got faith, and I've seen the film twice.
Yep. Schools on the door. Is that the expression?
Scores
on the board.
Scores on the board.
You go first. This time.
6. Where'd you go?
7.
Nice. All right.
Oh wait, I didn't even notice.
I was 7 on first viewing and 6 on the second.
Yeah.
I do really like this movie, but I think it's nice.
Bro, I have no idea why it's like. I have no idea what the fuck are people smoking.
I agree.
Look. I'm gonna say this right now. If you love this movie, you are probably, and don't take this personally, you are probably someone who only watches 5 films in an entire year. And I respect that. We need those people to show up and show out. But there is no way in hell. Bro, this is like this is the kind of film that only like people that don't watch films would go out and see.
That's what I would expect too, but that's not what's happening.
What do you mean that's not happening?
I mean, like, look at the people we know, film nerds. They're loving it. My friends list is 5 stars. Okay. Bro, it's not like that though. What you're describing is not what's happening there. People are fucking.
But you would come out and see it. Yeah, that's why you would come out and see it. Even though you choose 4 films, it's like, okay, this is the film. Everyone's saying it's good. Yeah, it's not that good, bro. I mean, it's good. But it's not that good, bro. Bro, like people are saying it's on the same level as Interstellar, and I don't even care for
it's better than
I don't even care. I don't even care for Interstellar like that. But
this is better.
But like Interstellar is like a classic in the 2010s for a reason. Like it has moments where it's like, yeah, I understand why that's like a big, and the score and it's like, but I don't like. I've not, I've only seen Interstellar once probably.
It's not that good.
Yeah. But for this, like people saying, oh, there's moments in here that
I think it's pretty obvious why people love it. I agree with you.
Is it that thing where it's like, there's no, someone sent it to me. Maybe it was you. No, it was someone else. Where it's like, But it was to do with Superman. It was like people love this so much because there's so many shit films. So it's like when a film comes and it entertains you really well, you will guess it more than...
I think that's part of it for sure, but I feel like this is a film that super leans into like the feel good to a level where it's a bit saccharine, and that turns me off. And Ryan Gosling is such a charmer. He's anchoring the movie very well. I don't know, I could definitely see like where this is hitting like on a mass appeal level, and it's visually very impressive too. You know? And it's also it's 2.5 hours, but it moves by, I think, at a fairly speedy pace, at least for the first half.
I think it dragged in the second half.
It really drags in the third.
I was
half,
like,
man.
It's because they kind of like, oh, the film's gonna end here, but then it doesn't end here.
I particularly felt this on the second watch. I was like, wow, they really delayed this ending.
I was like, because I went there and my dad was like, because he wanted me home for a certain time, and he was like, let me know when the film finishes up. Oh, I thought it was just going to end at 10. Like, because the screening started at like 7. I thought it was going to end at 10. Ends at down near 11.
Yeah.
It's so long.
It's the last act, it drags it out a lot.
Yeah.
And I think the first half is edited extremely quickly.
Yeah.
Like, it's cut so fast. You're getting very little time to sit in the moment. The first time you get to do that is when Rocky gets introduced. He's figuring out how to communicate. Actually, it plays it a little bit more patient, and that part I think is excellent. I love the middle part of the movie.
Right.
Yeah. Although there is one scene in that I hate, which is when Rocky jumps on board Grace's ship and is like, I find that part so annoying. That's the thing I don't like about this movie. Ryan Gosling, to me, is the best and worst part of this film, because I feel like he is the reason it works at all. Because very few actors can carry a film where it's just them on a ship for the most of it, and they're just sort of talking to a camera,
right?
You know, and he's having to do a lot of work there as far as just being your kind of centerpiece like person. He's entertaining. He's very naturally funny and charming, and so he gets the job done. But at the same time, this film is so overly jokey and feel good to a point where it really turns me off. And the first the first hour, like, you don't get a single shred of like real attempt at like earnestness, and it's just sort of coasting on, oh, Ryan Gosling's really funny, and that's going to carry you through it, and we're just going to hopefully, you know, assume that's enough to get you on board for this whole thing. And I think on a general audience level that will work, because Ryan Gosling is just like the guy at the minute. But when it comes to his performance in this movie, I feel like I'm seeing like a tamer Ken or the Fall Guy, or I feel like I'm seeing that Ryan Gosling again. And obviously I don't want to factor in his other performances because that is what works about this movie in a lot of ways. But yeah, to me, I feel like this film is really coasting on that a lot. And there are elements of this movie that just really rub me the wrong way. Like the music, there's a song that pops in. It's like and he's like, be pretty cool to see your ship. It's like so feel good. I'm like, this is bothering me, bro. I get why like the average person's like, hell yeah, with the movies, this is great. But yeah, for me on the second watch, I feel like I was seeing through a lot of the bullshit on the second watch. I was like, I don't know, man.
What do you think of The Martian?
I don't like The Martian, but I'm not seeing it since it came out though, so I could like it.
I really like The Martian.
Yeah.
Because people that really mess with The Martian, they say like this is like a great follow-up.
Oh yeah. I'm hearing this as people who like the book really dig this too.
Yes.
Although
it misses out a lot of the sciencey stuff, which is fair enough. You're trying to make it accessible, but
I can appreciate that, because this movie's not really about like one of my problems with Interstellar is the sciencey stuff is very interwoven with what the film's going for emotionally,
right?
And that's when it kind of becomes hard for me to ignore it. You know what I mean? Because it's so like connected. Whereas here, it's clear the film is way more prioritizing like the emotional plot elements rather than like the sciencey jargon. So it's not really too held back by not being perfectly accurate with the science.
And you still get the gist of the
exactly.
There's still some sciencey stuff in there where they're trying to figure out the nitrogen with the I don't even remember all the terms, but it was cool. It was cool to have a sci-fi film that like trying to keep up and follow. Like I'm trying to I can remember these.
It's a super watchable movie, bro.
These different things, like the planet names and stuff. It was cool. I think if I was a kid, this show would be awesome. But
exactly, that's one thing I was going to say. Is like I could see a lot of kids and teenagers like going to this movie and really like falling in love with film.
Cool.
You know,
cool.
Overall, I do like this movie. I'm just kind of turned off by a lot of its go-tos creatively. It's way too saccharine for me, man. I found, and also and like the editing, the really speedy, fast editing in the first half is just like nauseating to me, bro. And particularly there was one scene I really liked in the movie. It's the karaoke scene.
Really? I was going to ask you if that's...
I like that scene. Yeah, I thought that scene was good.
Sign of the Times.
Yeah, Sign of the Times. And why I like that scene is because it's like one of the few moments where it gives you a situation and the idea of like they are confronting the fact that they're not going to live, you know, for much longer. They're trying to sort of sit in the moment and just sort of seeing that night unfold, kind of more like objectively, just sort of, you know what I mean? I kind of felt it. It just allowed you to feel it. And I like that. And then immediately after that, we get, like literally immediately, it's like seconds, we get onto that whole sequence with the Petrova line where it goes all red and glittery, and I'm like, we're going so fast through these things, man. I would like it if we just sat in these more effective moments, and it was way too concerned with hitting like a joke quota every few minutes because we have Ryan Gosling and that's what he does. So that's why I feel like he's a big reason why the film is so watchable and fun, but at the same time he's like really stopping this film from being anything more than just like a nice pleasant time at the movies.
I mean, I don't know. I think like to me that's the appeal of, I guess, the Andy Weir vibe, I guess, because the Martian was what I loved about the Martian was how like funny it was, like poop potatoes and shit. I don't know, like it was just
I've not seen it.
It was the balance between like the survival aspect of like he's stranded on Mars and he has to like have, you know, situate himself so he can survive long enough to get rescued. But then it's also like you have a really charismatic Matt Damon. Yeah. And then in this we have, you know, a guy who's got a mission, he's got to complete this mission. Yeah. But like he's still, you know, he's charismatic, you know, because he's just supposed to be a regular guy. And both films have like that deeper, not deeper, it's very surface, but like the subtext of like this is about like bravery, right? Like and the fact that you don't need to be this like scientist, big shot to like save the world. You could just be like a guy who's like very smart, but like I do see through like that's why I lean more 7. On a first watch I was gonna rate it, but then I saw you didn't rate it, so I was like I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to
exactly
So I was gonna rate an 8, but that was just because I don't know, it just felt like I felt like I had to. Not so much because I felt like I wanted to. But then I gave it a think, and I was like, I don't really...
You leave the film smiling. Like, it ends on a very hopeful note.
Yeah, it's a well-oiled machine. It's really well made. The cinematography is gorgeous.
So good, man.
The score by Daniel Pemberton is awesome. Yeah. I really like the sound design as well, and all the little things.
Yeah, for sure.
And it worked its wonders on me, man. It had an emotional impact. It was like, it was I fell for all of its tricks and charms. But then I let it wash over me.
Yeah. On a second watch, it was easier to resist.
It got me though. I think like because I was like really, I love Rocky as a character, and I think like he's just beautifully marketable. So we're gonna see him everywhere.
Very entertaining, man.
He's gonna be at the Oscars. Already calling it. I'm already calling it now.
Conan's doing a bit.
He's gonna be sitting in a chair, and he's gonna be like in his ball. He's gonna be like. Or he's going to come out and present an award with...
Do you reckon this is going to show up at the Oscars quite a bit, Project Hail Mary? Like,
it really depends on how the rest of the year goes.
Yeah, like whether it's... Because a lot of films from this year already have kind of come and gone. Like, Bride is not in the conversation anymore at all. This is probably going to stay in the conversation for longer, but yeah, will it hold...
I think so.
Yeah, for
like
Oscars,
if it's going to be like a Barbie maybe this year, where it's like... Perhaps. Is it that good, Chief? I don't know.
Yeah, Ryan Gosling. One thing I did like about... Yeah, I would recommend seeing it for sure. One thing I did like actually about Ryland Grace as a character, I wish they leaned into more, and I think was kind of capped at how, like you said, surface level they kept his character. His sarcasm and the jokes were kind of like his way of ducking things. You know, he didn't want to go on this ship. You know, they kind of made him do it. I'm going to put a spoiler tag, don't worry, we're going to... that was like sort of his way of not... being brave, and like he was confronting his own bravery, and that just never really actually got a spotlight. Like there's a part where Rocky says you are very brave, and at the time you don't know that he's hearing that and thinking no, I'm not brave because I couldn't do this and they forced me to do this. But there was so much there that could be really emotionally effective, but I feel like it's too dangerous for what this film wants to be. This film is always ducking around being polarizing, confronting. It just wants to stay on this feel-good plane. I feel like that's what stops me from loving it. Sandra Hughes' character, another example. She, to my knowledge, in the book, is very very mean-spirited, and is a really like polarizing figure.
Amanda Waller.
Like that kind of thing, where because in the film, she hates that she has to make him do this. She's like it hurts her to do it.
Sad part, like when she forces him. To do it, and like, but can you read that from the performance of like a. She's not cold. So you say in the book, is she cold?
Yes, that's what, to my knowledge. I was just doing some research.
Like you could sense that she wasn't like.
Yeah,
it was kind of like there was a bit of like sadness, but it's like
Yeah, it was very fleeting. It just kind of felt like it was teetering around anything that might make the audience feel a bit uncomfortable.
But then even then, they threw in like a little comedy moment with like him jumping on top of the counter
exactly
to, like, wiggle his way out.
That's what I'm saying. I think Ryan Gosling's casting resulted in all of the interesting things being so sanded down because it's so jokey and light.
Who do you think would have been better in the role?
That's the thing, though. That's what I'm saying.
But he's like,
I don't know,
if it was anyone else, would the film have done as well?
I think Ryan Gosling was a great casting choice.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm just saying how they used him resulted in a very
yeah,
watered down kind of film to me. As far as like the things that are kind of bold in the book are never really given much of a spotlight because they get in the way of Ryan Gosling being Mr. We love you from Fall Guy and Canon, this and that. You know, and Ryan Gosling's so capable of handling those emotional moments. Like look at his career pre freaking Barbie. You have even like a First Man, another space movie, where it's a much more dramatic role. Or pre Nice Guys, you have like Drive and Only God Forgives and Blue Valentine. Like he is. We're not seeing that side of him any much at all anymore, and that's fine. Like he's really good and entertaining in these films, but I think that's kind of where the areas of this plot should have went. At least for me to have loved it, that's where it would have had to have gone, and I never went there because I was too scared to.
Were you emotionally invested?
I
think I was.
I was fairly distant, to be honest. I mean, on the first watch, sure, but do you want a minute?
Yeah. Holy moly, bro! I'm fighting my life. Get out! Oh my god.
That's right.
Thank you.
You're good.
Yeah.
No. Was I emotionally invested? I was interested. I wouldn't say I was emotionally invested. I would say I was pretty distant for the most part.
Yeah, I think for me, I was.
Oh no!
No, it's just like.
Are you good?
I feel like I sound differently. For me, oh my gosh, the projection. It's like it's crazy.
Bro, hit level 2.
And yeah, I'm hitting level 2 right now.
Yeah.
Voice maxing. Yeah. It was the moment where like he's pinned and he can't like reach the button to like disengage the thruster that's infected with. What are they called? The light things. They're attracted to light.
Oh yeah, I know what they're called. The Petrova thing. The substance.
The Petrovas.
They're called astrophage.
Astrophage, yeah. The astrophage was like addicted to the thruster, like it was leaking, right? So you had to get rid of so they're spinning, and it's like a whole moment. I was emotionally invested there because there's a moment where the sound like
it goes
and
it's like
I was like a bit actually scared because I felt like he'd like died from that. I heard like murmurs in my cinema. I was like, did he just die?
Really?
Because he was just like lifeless there, and then obviously everything else that followed with Rocky. Self-sacrifice, but it wasn't self-sacrifice because he could just like heal.
I
don't know.
Again, this film is just not very brave. You know, I would have felt that way if I believed that they would go there, but I just didn't.
So. But even then, the self-sacrifice thing is also a cliche in itself.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like I feel like it's quite a box moment. But then, the ending they opted for was like obviously him. Yeah. And he gets the happy ending teaching.
Yeah. The Iridians.
The Iridians.
There was
Borderlands reference? No.
Iridium.
Iridiums.
That's what that is. And Purple Rock. Now, there was some fun... Sorry, what?
They're the aliens.
They are. But it's also a Purple Rock in Borderlands.
The currency.
Yeah.
Iridium.
Yeah, the second one.
Yep.
Anyway, there were some really funny line readings that I would like to point out that did make me laugh. Particularly from Ryan Gosling.
Oh, okay.
It was one moment... where Rocky says, like, Rocky can fix, like, you're gonna die, we can get you home, I can get you the astrophage to go home, it'll take me 6 years to get back to I have to wait 6 years more, but all my crewmates died, I couldn't fix, Rocky fix. And then Grace starts crying, and Rocky's like, I thought you made peace. I didn't mean any of that.
Yeah.
That was really funny. Reminded me of Tim Robinson. And there's another one where...
the testing one where they're all the guys are behind the desk and they're watching.
They're like, do you care if I die? I like the part where he's like messing with it. He's like, guys, you're not going to believe this. Nothing happened. That was funny. And
the deliveries were... Yeah,
he's got some good line readings as well. And there was another one.
Timing.
It was the whoop there it is part, which at first I was like...
Oh, yeah.
And then the guy... and then another guy says whoop there it is, and he goes, I really like him. The way he said that got me.
Yeah.
So there was a couple good Ryan Gosling moments, but most of the jokes, I was just like, little exhale out of the nose. But... And you know what else the dads are going to love this movie, bro, because they reference Rocky, they reference Superman, they reference the Beatles. I feel like there's so many moments where it's like things people know and like that are...
It's a celebration of...
just shit like that. Like I just reject shit like that so much, man. And
nostalgia bait.
Nostalgia bait, yeah. I feel like this movie is just doing loads of little tricks to make everyone feel all light and
They
fluffy.
should have done a fucking David Bowie needle drop as he's flying through the air.
Yeah.
There's a star, man.
That would have fit perfect for this movie. They're going to hear that.
It's like
the writers...
Rocky's in the thing, and then he accidentally hits a button, and it starts playing David Bowie, and then he's like trying to play, I need help out here! And he's trying to get the thing, and it's like...
Drew Goddard is watching this.
Drew Goddard?
The writer.
The writer.
He's... Phil Lord's like...
He wrote Daredevil, season 1, apparently.
Really? I know he did some Buffy the Vampire Slayer episodes. Cool. I know that much. And The Martian too. Yeah, so yeah. That's really where I'm at. Like, I get why people like it, because it's like a really nice escape. And the cinematography is pretty fucking brilliant.
Has Ben seen it yet?
Has Ben seen it?
Yeah.
Oh, Ben as in... Yeah.
What's his review?
No, I don't think so. I don't think he's seen it. I don't think I remember seeing... I mean, may have done. I can't remember seeing his thing. I was looking through and it was... Yeah, it's like mostly 4.5 to 5 stars. But yeah, so I get what you're saying. Like, damn. But I also see why people, love it. This is like a breath of fresh air, I think, for a lot of people. So yeah, I recommend it. But for me, this is...
I can't believe people are like...
The weakest film.
We just got like films last year that make you feel like cinema's back. But then why are we saying cinema's back again? Like, it already is back. What the fuck are we doing?
But that's like just for the film nerds, right? Like, is that for the average person as well? What did they get
the
last
average
year?
person.
Like F1?
I don't know, bro. Like, again, like I said, this is a film for like people that only see 4 films a year.
No, yeah, I know what you mean. But the truth is, though, people who are seeing a bunch of movies, they're loving it too.
Of course, they're going to see like Ryan Gosling in sci-fi films.
Yeah, I'm saying that the people that see more than 4 films a year, they're also loving it though. That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
and
that's what surprises you.
No, because I don't know, bro. I just think it's like it's not a dig. It sounds like a dig, but I feel like it's just more of like it's not surprising how many people love this film.
Sure, yeah.
I just think like.
It's overrated, though.
Yeah. For lack of a better phrase.
I know, it's such a... It feels so like annoying.
Overrated.
It feels so annoying to be like, that's actually
But the thing is,
overrated.
like, it does feel like I'm being a prick, but like, I don't know...
I agree for the record.
I just can't...
Yeah.
Again, to be fair, I didn't say this when I said my score, but I feel like I could lean to an 8 after a second watch, because I didn't end up watching it a second time. But
that's what I thought was going to happen.
I'm really excited for my mum to, because I know she'd love it.
Yeah, exactly. This is such a recommendable film, all things considered. Like, this
and my dad would love it when it comes out, on Amazon Prime, because it's an Amazon. In case you didn't know, when it opens up, it's an Amazon original film.
It's Amazon
beyond the MGM one, so like it already just has this weird vibe to it. It's just going to be on a streamer.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. Like, again, I wasn't too hyped for it, like, kind of before it came out. I'm like dying to see it in 70mm.
Right.
But like,
it probably does look amazing in like IMAX and shit.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna see it, I would recommend.
We need to mention the practical as well. Like they did a lot of practical.
Yeah,
effects.
True. You know what I loved? I loved the production design on the ship. I thought it was nice how it looked like a lived-in bedroom rather than like spaceship.
Dad.
Joe's dad, yeah. So I wasn't even trying to like plug my boy's dad. But but it looked like, as much as it looked like a spaceship, it looked like how like there was like
the
shirts.
Clutter. The shirts. The costume design, amazing. I had
the element of surprise.
Yeah,
that one was funny.
I wear this
shirt periodically.
So good.
It
has the making of a really solid film. Yeah, like I think it is I gave it a 7. What am I talking about?
Yeah,
making it sound like I gave it. I like a 7. People will treat that as sacrilege, especially with everything I'm saying. Yeah. But it's like I had an emotional reaction to this film, so I don't hate it.
Yeah.
Some people will just give it a straight like 2.5.
Yeah.
Or a 3-star. But
I came out of it. Where is the letterbox average going to like end up? Do you think? Right now it's 4.4 out.
It will stay at 4.4.
You think so?
Yeah.
Nah, man. I think it's going to go down to 4.
Insane amount of 5 stars, bro. Insane amount. No, man. Again, I promise you, if I go on that and I sort by like highest rated and I go through some of the profiles, I'm telling you, they will probably have like 16 film logged in the last 5 months, bro. I genuinely I believe in this take. I think genuinely like people who just don't see
this shit is going to average down to like 4.1. Or maybe 4.
No, I don't think it's averaging down from nothing, bro. It's going to stay at 4.3 and 4.4.
I think
this is like the Barbie of this year.
It's just dropped, bro. 4.4, that puts it in the top 100.
Just dropped. It's been out for time.
That puts it in the top 100 ever. Yes. There's no way it's staying there, man.
Yeah, it shouldn't, but it probably will. It probably will.
Okay, we'll compromise on a 4.2.
It depends if it's come out internationally already, then different story. But like if it has like a slow rollout, then
but like
Mike Supreme didn't even rate it, go like a 3.8 or something when it first like dropped at the festival. So it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I could just be chatting shit.
But no, I enjoyed how the ship kind of, you could feel like there was rubbish on the floor and stuff, posters and stuff.
Yeah,
like, you could feel the personality.
A really well-oiled machine. I want to defend the editing a little. I did like the decision to go back and forth and like
that was good.
You slowly learn more and more about this character.
That's not my beef for the editing. Because I'm with you on that. Yeah.
As he's you kind of get to know him a little bit more as well. Like and then you get that kind of big twist. I guess it's the biggest twist where it's like he didn't sign up to be on the team. I think like obviously it was a bit obvious that like he would end up on it. They would have to show why. And it was just like it was a case where the lead scientists got blown up because of astrophage. But I guess it's a feel-good film.
Exactly.
Like,
the editing, my issue
with the most recommendable film to watch, you know,
of the year so far, probably.
Yeah.
My issue with the editing, I agree. I actually liked the flashbacks a lot. How the aspect ratio was different to sort of differentiate them. It was nice, and just the way they were, the kind of handheld stuff, the sort of flipping around, like the way we cut those together to kind of make each flashback sequence feel distinct from the present day stuff. That was cool. My issue with the editing is that it's so concerned with accessibility and attention span first and foremost for like an hour and a half. It's like so much lightning fast shit, and it's for me, especially on the second watch, I was like, dude, it's like really just let's get through these jokes and blah blah. Hopefully along the way you just sort of get invested somewhere because it's just like a nice fun time.
I'll say
it's so sanitized.
In addition, I'll probably, because I gave Superman like 4, I still stay with that. You know, it also it affected me in all the right ways.
Yeah.
Do I think it's a perfect film? Obviously not.
Right.
And in this, I guess like, why am I not having the same reaction? Because it's the same thing. It's like a feel-good film, right? That's why I feel like it will grow, but
sure, yeah.
I don't think in terms of the immediate, like talking to me now, like again, I need to see it again to really like confirm my feelings. But I don't think about it. Yeah, I have not thought about it.
It's left my mind. Yeah, but yeah.
But you were mixed on Superman. You gave it a 6.
I get I feel similarly to I say they're in a similar thing, but yeah. I thought the same thing would happen for me on my second watch. I thought I'd go like. I'm like, I'm going to fall further in love with it, but it didn't happen because I expect the same from Superman. I think on a rewatch I'd like it more. And here's what I think the difference is, I think the feel-good, like the hopeful elements of Project Hail Mary feel inauthentic compared to Superman, in the sense that the jokes and the quips in Project Hail Mary, they don't make much sense in the context of that film's universe. I feel like it's just a product of like what it feels like it needs to do to keep the audience engaged or something, because they don't really contextually make as much sense. In like a Superman where it's like very deliberately cartoonish, you're feeling James Gunn's prints all over it. It feels very authentic. And to me, I feel like the lightness, the hokiness of Ryan Gosling in this movie, it just felt like, oh, this is what Ryan Gosling does, and it didn't really feel like it was part of the world. There's like a harmony in the same way, and I think that's what caused me to see through it on the second watch, and that's why it went down.
See, Matt,
you know what I mean?
I just constantly think about The Martian and like what worked about that one compared to this.
Yeah,
I don't know. Like I mean, like on paper they are supposed to be like what you're explaining, like the jokiness and the comedy, like that's very much in the style of
it could just be Ridley Scott's commitment to like a more.
I don't necessarily like. Okay, I'd say give The Martian a watch. See how you still
the segment of the film where it is Grace and Rocky bonding.
Yeah.
After he gets his voice and he stumbles into the ship.
So good.
It's great. It's an amazing sequence. Yeah. It's the best part of the movie.
I love the dialogue.
Like I think the film excels better in the smaller moments.
Chemistry
than the bigger
as well,
moments. Yeah. The bigger moments are rushed.
But then they have to get back to the save the Earth.
Yeah. The parts where the film gets more maximal, I think it stumbles way more. Like the more character moments are much better to me. And that segment is a very small fraction of the film. Which I didn't really clock until the second watch. It was a very fleeting thing.
Because then they have to get to Adrian.
Yes, that's it.
Adrian.
Yeah, because we're in a row. Yeah, and ultimately, the third act. Let's talk more about the third act. I felt like it was just desperate to shoot for the highest high it could. It kept it kept ending a bunch of times. Yeah. There was like the celebration, let's have a party, fireworks, let's go see your ship. That sequence goes on for quite a bit. Then after that, he heads back, and it's like ending. Nope, because he realizes that there's a leak or something, he has to go back.
It's like it adapted to the hydrogen.
Yeah, and then Sandra Hüller's doing the thing, and it's just and then he ends up on that. It just seems like it keeps shooting for like a higher, nicer moment, a more hope core, feel good thing.
And the hugs, bro, all the hugs.
Yeah, and I was just like, dude, I don't know. I could just see. I felt like the whole time I could just see through it on that second watch, and I'm like, God damn it, I want to be whisked away, but it just feels like I can just feel what they're trying to kind of manifest or manufacture.
I think the bromance, I think that carries it through.
Yeah, bro.
Me just completely turning it off. I think it's just like, because I love those two characters and how they interact.
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
like
a lot of graces on the podcast.
Huh?
Last week,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Resident Evil 9,
you got Grace.
Yeah, and we had just like
Someone made a joke about
Ready
that.
or Not 2.
I saw it on Twitter.
Ready or Not 2 as well. Lead characters.
Grace. Oh my god, trifecta of graces.
So many graces, man.
Give Grace.
Give Grace.
But yeah, I think like,
Underscore's name is Grace. Harper Gray. April Harper Grace.
It's Gray. But
no, so many graces, man. It's crazy.
Try, man.
Good effort, buddy.
Good effort. You try.
Swinging a miss from Camden.
Swinging a miss. Get the fuck out. You're fired. You're done in this town.
It's cold, man.
So much aura. It was the way he flicked his hand was so tough.
Is this tough, bro? Is this tough?
This is tough.
Yeah, it's tough.
We're making this a thing. All the Italian mob bosses. Hey, that was my thing. Just waffling. But I just think the burn, like, okay.
The burness.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like on the first view, I'm like, but on the second viewing, would I just be like, yeah, man.
I mean, I'm not saying that's what will happen. That's just what happened for me.
Yeah. We'll see. I mean, I'm gonna see what my mum said.
Yeah.
At some point.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, it's definitely my least favorite Phil Lord, Chris Miller project.
Over 21.
Oh, no. What do you mean?
21 Jump Street over this.
Oh yeah. And 22.
And 22. Oh.
I like 22 more than 21.
Smith by the captain's daughter. Smith by the captain's daughter.
Cynthia. Cynthia.
Green beans. Fuck these green beans. Give me more.
You're dead. Beep, bop, bop, bop. Amazing. Oh, shout out to Lionel Boyce.
Yes, he was great.
He was really good. Good to see him. There was one really good part with him actually that was funny, I thought. Lionel Boyce. It's like at the very beginning of the sort of bond that he makes with Riley and Grace. Grace is like, imagine you're an interstellar microbe. He's like, I'm not doing that. That made me laugh. Lionel's just dry delivery, and they did the box thing. Yeah. No. There's a lot to like about it for sure, man. But for me, bro, it's just a simple good.
It's not that good.
It's not. Yeah, I don't think it's that good. But I do like. I'm giving it a 6.
We like the film, guys.
I like the movie. Yeah. I enjoyed myself. But there was just There's a lot about it that I resist as far as what it's shooting for, going for. You know. And I like it. I like me a bit of grit. I like something a bit more grounded. Maybe I'd like The Martian.
How do you think it's going to age?
Rewatch. Age. Good question. It will be looked back on fondly. I think it will. But I do think
Oscar sweep.
Yeah, but I do think like maybe the film nerds or whatever.
There'll be something better that comes out.
Yeah,
warrant
exactly. It'll be like a conversation which is better or something.
It's like because we're a bit of a drought.
Yeah.
So
perhaps That's that. Project Hail Mary, bro.
Project Hail Mary.
Great casting. But
yeah, the casting was
Sandra Hüller was perfect.
And then all the technical elements were solid, but we saw through it.
We saw through it, yeah. Unfortunately.
Live studio audience, you want applause at the end?
You can, yeah. What could we have talked about then?
We could have talked about Bully next week and the expectations for that.
Yeah.
Physical copies are out in the wild, so
really?
It could leak.
For Bully?
Yeah, in China.
No way, it's real.
Yeah, it is real. It will come out on time. The community will either melt down or if it
I'm more interested in the reaction.
Because at the moment we have this kind of 3v1 versus the Insider Hub, who's this big leaker, leaked the Baby Keem release announcement.
Yeah.
And then also it's between him and like 3 people in Kanye's camp. Okay. So...
Alright, well, I'm more interested in just the fallout rather than the music, to be honest. I'm kind of over...
And then Yeats, which I think a lot of people are excited
I'm excited for that, definitely.
I'm hoping for some really cool... I mean, if he's pulling out Dylan Brady from 100 Gex, I don't know who else he's going to... And Kylie Jenner as well. Yeah. Like, I don't know what other features.
That tells me he's shooting to get people's attention, make a statement, do something big.
So I'm expecting Justin Bieber, Future, some like heavy hitters. I think, it'll be cool.
What films are coming out in the next couple of weeks? What could we talk about?
They Will Kill You. And then obviously Super Mario Brothers Galaxy.
Oh yeah, Galaxy movie. Yeah, when is the Michael Jackson? That's later in the month.
Yeah, it's later in April, mid-April.
We could do Galaxy. I would be up for doing that. Yeah, because I'm not expecting
Easter eggs.
We could because it could splinter off into gamer chat. Which is
the Mario games. Yeah, because I'm more of a. Yeah, I've got my own history with it, like that DS era onwards.
Yeah, for sure.
I haven't really got.
Donald Glover as Yoshi.
Yeah, it would be fun.
Benny Safdie as Bowser
Okay, it's
Jr.
childish.
Yeah. You happy about that?
Very gassed about Yoshi.
About Donald Glover as Yoshi?
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. No,
And then Brie Larson as Luna.
Yeah, of course.
Rosalina?
Rosalina. It's Brie
yeah.
Larson, yeah. That's crazy.
Which I think makes sense. She's a Nintendo girl, so it's awesome.
Nice. Yeah. I'm not expecting the world, but,
animation will be really cool.
It's a film I'm interested to see, just how it all does pan out and, like, where Illumination's at. Because I feel like Illumination, for me, they've never really made a great film in my mind. I think the best they've ever made, probably Despicable Me 1 or 2, but even then I'm not really...
Yeah. That'll be a wider conversation.
Yeah. So we'll probably cover that. I think They Will Kill You looks pretty disposable, but maybe that'll be a surprise.
I think it'll be a surprise.
Yeah, do you reckon?
I think it'll be really well made. I think
okay. What do you reckon? What gives you that impression?
I think just from like, I think it'll be a sleeper. Like it'll probably have a little.
Sure, maybe.
It'll probably go by. Like it reminds me of the Bill Skarsgård film that they did a while back.
Oh, really? Boy Meets World or something? Kills World or something?
Yeah. So like something that will be like ultra violent and just kind of snappy. But
okay, to be fair, the trailers sometimes for like maybe horror adjacent action stuff can look a bit generic. So maybe I'm being too judgmental when I look at the teasers. I just think it looks a little bit like dime a dozen, but. Freaking Talk to Me. The trailers for Talk to Me were pretty dime a dozen horror. But that's a really fresh horror movie. So you can't write it off. I will check it out.
I'm going in with high expectations, like not high expectations, but good. I hope well for it. Yeah. Apart from that, I hope Mario Galaxy is at least for the fans. People mess with.
I reckon it'll be better than the first.
Yeah.
I feel like it could. I feel like it most likely will.
I was gonna say I feel like
more
similar
to
to RE9. I feel like they're hiding a lot. So people are saying that they might do Wario as like the big bad.
Really?
Which will be such a cool
cameo.
Or reveal, or maybe that's the setup for the third one. It'll 100%.
We need Danny DeVito as Wario, bro.
Yes,
that's a no-brainer right there. Danny DeVito's got to be Wario.
100%. That would be so funny.
All right, well, hopefully that will be on our next episode sorted. But for now, that's it. Underscores, Project Hail Mary, decent. We had a fair bit to talk about with underscores, didn't we?
Yeah, that's good.
That was good though. That was a good chat. All right, that'll be that.
Yeah.
Woo!